Welcome to Trash Talk. I'm Lane.
I'm Chase.
I'm D.
And Ryan Hansen's here.
We got Ryan in the house.
Nice. Ryan, welcome back.
Sure.
Drink, guys. You guys didn't even get Ryan a beer yet.
I'm just gonna fake it. I'm just gonna
about
mime it, guys.
That's my fault.
I was being polite. I was like,
Chase.
it's cool. No big deal.
Yeah.
I'm a guest, so.
Well, exactly. And our guest should have a beer.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
But
Mucho apreciado.
forgot. Sorry about that.
It's okay. We're here to talk about football and forgetting beers. Which one is this? Oh, the chocolate? The Sam Adams variety pack?
Chocolate.
Yes, the winter variety pack.
Winter variety
sir.
pack. Perfect. Whoa.
Man down.
We got the 76, the Fezziwig,
The Fezziwig Ale is always a good one, man.
Winter Lager, and the Holiday Porter.
That might be one of my top 3 favorite winter or, Christmas time beers.
That's
Yeah.
been my
Would be
favorite
the
one out of the pack
Fezziwig.
so far.
I was just at the Crescent Moon yesterday for Beer Fest. It was a bunch of winter beers.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Is that where you got them?
Yeah.
Did you buy
it
them?
is. No, I got these for free with a ticket.
You guys
I
ever...
don't, all 4 of these aren't mine. I only get one.
Yeah.
I just ended up with 4 right now. Jesus. Be
You ever had Bell's Brewery before?
Yeah, I think they were there.
Their Christmas ale is actually probably my favorite, like all time. Like right now, favorite Christmas time beer.
The problem was I got really drunk on all the beer, and I don't remember what breweries I was drinking, but there were some good dark beers. There were some good ales. There were some hard seltzers.
Did
There
you
you
have
go.
any bad stuff?
Yeah, there was a couple I didn't like. I didn't try a lot of IPAs.
Did you puke?
No, I did not puke. But
Remember that time we went to that festival, Farnham Fest? We were drinking all that fucking
German beer.
blonde shit, whatever the fuck it was.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
that
The
one.
vanilla bean
that was
blonde
that
or
was a
what?
Dundee fest.
We got then we got an Uber and I almost puked in the fucking Uber.
He puked when we got to
Way
the
to keep
bar.
it together, though. I mean, you said almost.
You know
so
when your mouth is
well done.
watering and you're sitting there and you're
Oh,
like,
you're like,
fuck,
fuck.
don't fuck it
Yeah.
up. Don't
Come on, come on.
Salivating.
That
It's a
sucks.
Big sign of having to throw up. You salivate. And we start spitting. It's like, uh-oh, I'm going to throw up.
I went to Benson Beer Fest this year, just
Nice.
randomly, the day of, after it had already began. I was like, you know what, I am gonna go, and I promise you, in the 10 minutes that I was there, I was shit canned right away. I could not recall what good beers that I had, but every single one I was like, oh man, this is my favorite. And then I moved to the next one. I'm like, nope, never mind, this one's my favorite.
Yeah,
And by the
essentially.
time I get to Glacial Till and I'm having their ciders, I was like, I probably should dial it back a little bit because I drove here, and yeah, that was a quick drunk. And that was probably the same thing.
Yeah,
Taking-
essentially. And we were there for 4 hours, from 1 o'clock to 5.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
You,
slept for 3 hours.
yeah, you did.
But that's okay. I woke up and watched the end of some football, and it was some good college football
At
yesterday.
least you were constructive at post drunk nap.
Yeah, definitely. And I watched Return of the Jedi.
Well played.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good
I
job.
liked it. So we're here to talk football. What do we want to talk about right away? The Chiefs game just ending. 49ers nice victory.
Booyah.
Oh,
Chase's
when's that?
rules change.
When's that Husker bowl game?
Ryan,
Ryan, I was gonna ask you.
What? I think you said 2027.
Yeah, 2027.
I'm
That's
thinking
next
2022.
Yeah,
maybe
you're-
20, maybe 21.
Even doubtful.
Not
about
even next
year.
year.
Man, the schedule, it will be a better team, but the problem is the schedule is just crazy.
Yeah,
I mean
we have
that
a
it's
tough
so
schedule next
backloaded.
year.
We better be 6-0 or 5-1 coming into that last half of the season because
next year.
yeah, we better win 6 games in that first half because it's backloaded. Ohio State, Wisconsin, Iowa, I think Penn State as well, and they're all going to be ranked in some fashion. It's not going to be fun.
Oh yeah, Purdue's the first game. I remember hearing
Yeah.
about that. And Michigan, Central Michigan.
Cincinnati.
So yeah, and Cincinnati's not going to be a pushover this year. They almost
No.
won their conference.
No Colorado, huh?
Or did they win their conference?
No,
Didn't they
Colorado.
beat Memphis, or did Memphis win?
I'm pretty sure Cincinnati won.
Yeah, I think
But I
you're right
could be
on that.
wrong.
So yeah, it's going to be tough sledding pretty much all year.
Wait, is it 2021 when we play Oklahoma?
Yes,
Okay.
21 and 22. So I think by that point, Scott's going to have all of his recruits in, everyone doing the same thing. everyone's going to know what they're doing, and that's the big thing is continuity. Everyone being on the same page and not like changing
Isn't
up
that what
coaches
they
after
said
2
about
years.
the end of last year, though?
No. Well, I don't think what some people came
Shut
into
up,
thinking
D.
of was age, like how young this team was.
Yeah, and that was the same thing this year. It
Like
was
the
all
entire
freshmen.
offensive line was brand new except for like Brendan Hymus.
Yeah.
You know, everyone else was a sophomore.
There was a few
or
more
junior, so.
defensive players that were
A lot of
carried over.
defensive players that were brand new. You
Yeah.
know, like
Well, no, weren't
except for the linebackers.
yeah.
And corners, but
Yeah.
both safeties were pretty much like brand new,
But
especially
wasn't one of the Daniels there? They both.
they're both there.
What are some
Before
moments
Frost?
that
Actually,
give you guys
probably the
hope for
offense had
next year?
more younger guys. Excuse me. So you had more Pelini and Riley guys on that defense that
Yeah,
are graduating
that's
this year,
what I
or
thought.
got suspended. Tyron Ferguson or
True.
kicked off the team. you know?
Washington.
So Maurice Washington. Well, that was a Frost recruit. I'm talking like
Yeah.
dudes that weren't quote unquote buying in. You know, that Frost kept kind of alluding to. I think eventually. Tyron was
I think-
probably, and then maybe to a smaller degree, Carlos are going to be the last ones to just kind of get that old attitude out.
Yeah, I feel like that was more last year though than this
Sure.
year. What was your question, D?
What are some moments from this year that gives you hope for next year for a bowl game?
When Martinez was out and they put in
Verdell.
McGriddle, or what the fuck's his name?
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
Griddle.
The problem is McCaffrey was given plays that were all fucking. They were dialed up.
Yeah.
they were like gimmick plays. They were designed for someone to be wide the fuck open and hit the man, and he at least hit the dudes. But
Yeah, he needed
asking him to
more
go through
repetitions.
the progressions, I don't. He might have it next year, but maybe he didn't have it this year.
Wasn't the whole thing in the beginning of this year though? They were like talking. We don't know who's going to start yet. If it was Martinez or McCaffrey or Verdell. Seemed like it was really ambiguous at the beginning.
How
Vedral.
open do you think the coaching staff is to changing the playbook to suit the quarterback better? Like if McCaffrey got in, you see some stuff more like Jackson's getting with the Ravens in the NFL.
Well,
I think he's recruiting people that are for his system.
Right. And the problem with
What
doing
is
that
his
with
system,
McCaffrey is that it's a spread system where you're getting the ball out of the hands quick, you know, screens, bubble screens, zone read. What I'd like to see them do is more like quick slants. I feel
Yeah.
that's something that was kind of lost in what they ran. Like I feel like a lot of defenses left that area open, that
That's
we were
clearly
spreading them
a
wide.
Big Ten thing, though, too.
Sure.
You know, and that's why you have
But-
to kind of adapt for the conference.
Minnesota was able to do that. Plus, they had like 6'3" and
Yeah,
larger
but I've
wide-
seen
wide
Ohio State do
receivers,
it
but-
yet this year, too.
Yeah, they were doing, and you know, I was at the game having that full 22 view. Like you could see they were. Ohio State was running like quick outs on us, quick out, quick out, quick out, and then Lamar bites on one, and Olave goes down the field, catches it, but falls thankfully, so he didn't get burnt for a touchdown. But it was just that type of stuff. Like I don't think that's what Nebraska was doing. We were more like just trying to get the ball outside.
Yeah.
Get a block on, man on man, and try to make something happen
All the
with athletes.
jet action, shut.
So you're talking a little bit more down the field opportunities then? And-
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to try to throw something downfield, because there were a couple times beginning of the season you
did.
had that Jack Stoll. He was wide open on a post, coming right through the middle. Like that was kind of lost too. And I don't know if that's just because Adrian couldn't see it or do it, or
He got scared.
I'm
Yeah.
almost certain, he
Too many
didn't trust his
interceptions.
line. And I've said this a lot, I don't think he trusts his offensive line through most of the season. He was always running for his life.
Yeah.
So he stopped going through progressions and, was second guessing whether he should run or pass instead of just being decisive with it and getting hurt. You could tell his throwing motion got all fucking jacked up about halfway through the years.
Is he a senior?
No, he's a sophomore. So you hope he
That's
gets
what I'm saying. You don't think it's like sophomore jitters,
I kind of actually joked about that, and a couple of my buddies were like, "No, that's fucking whatever." But dude, sophomore slump. I'm pretty sure that's just all it is, and getting accustomed to brand new weapons around you because you didn't have a Stanley Morgan to
Yeah.
bail him out. That dude masked a lot of things in the passing game because he could go up and get it.
Spielman could only do so much.
Spielman, they should be using like they were using Wandale, but they decided to kill Wandale.
I think he was just getting beat up though out there.
I mean, yeah.
Going to him every
Wandale's-
time.
Yeah, you giving
And
him
Wandale.
20 carries as a lead running back, he's going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
He's not an A/B
He's
gap
a
running
freshman.
up the middle. Yeah, he's tiny. He needs to add some weight. Same thing with a lot of the guys.
I like
they
Mills.
have. Mills is going to be a beast.
He's probably my hope for the future right now.
Most improved. I would have to say as well.
Mills?
He's like a
Running
fullback,
back.
running back.
He's probably the most improved.
He's more of a power back, you know.
Classic
But learn how to learn how to run
offense.
patiently, because that was one thing he talked about, like during his press conference. He's like, I'm trying to learn to run in this system, which is a lot of zone blocking. So they're trying to like open up gaps so he can one cut and go. Yeah. And he was like, at the first time, you know, getting those carries at the beginning of the year, he's like 100 miles an hour battering ram, but not setting up anything. And then you saw like by the Wisconsin game, he was setting up blocks and then scooting by and then getting to the second level and running over a safety. And you know what I mean? Like, those are the types of improvements you want to see in a team. That's why I'm still, even with the toughest schedule next year, still looking to see some improvement.
Yeah.
The offensive line really was also an improvement. I don't know. What do you guys think? Once it hit the Wisconsin game?
Yeah, I don't know. They played to every team, it seemed like, you know. They didn't like really.
Did it feel better not getting blown out? Because I was a big proponent why people got mad at Bo.
Yeah.
You know?
But we didn't.
Or to some degree,
blowout.
Mike
we
Riley.
watched that game, yeah.
Which one?
Wisconsin.
Yeah, the Ohio State game was really the only blowout.
Yeah.
I mean, Minnesota kind of got us there towards the end, but like Ohio State was the only one where you could tell they pulled the reins up.
It was over.
They were about to 70
halftime.
burger us if.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was Iowa.
like
I was thinking about Iowa.
If Urban Meyer's
Okay.
coaching this team
Yeah.
this year, they 70 burger us like at home. I'm almost sure of it.
Probably.
Ryan Day was classy. It just basically just started calling runs up the middle with the second team offense and really just, you know, letting it off because they looked like they were the scariest team I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Live.
You were at
Hands
that game?
down. Yeah, I was there at that game. That
Wow.
was the scariest team I'd ever seen live. Like, they unblockable defensively, and then just, like, on offense, they just systematically got a hat on hat and then just eliminated all threats, and J.K. Dobbins was beep, boop, 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 you know, and, yeah.
Well, they're my pick for the playoffs
Yeah.
to win.
Same.
National champions.
Ohio State.
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh, I got LSU. That's
Do
gonna
you think LSU's
I
going to
like
be better?
LSU as well.
I do
But
like me some
Ohio
Joe
State.
Burrow.
I like him
Burrow's
for that
good.
defensive end they got. He could be a game wrecker.
Chase Young.
Chase Young.
Yeah.
Dude, and he was fun to watch.
First
you know,
round, you're
even
saying?
though he was destroying
Well,
our
easily
offensive
top
line,
3,
but
sounds
he was
like.
fun to watch during that Ohio State
It
game.
would be
Maybe first
scary
one
seeing,
overall.
like, you can see Martinez running from him. Pretty sure he got sacked like twice.
Oh yeah, like
from
2 or
him.
3 times. Yeah,
Yeah, at least.
yeah. He had a bunch of tackles for loss. Like he pretty much made Farniok his bitch all game.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think he deserves Defensive Player of the Year?
Oh yeah, there's nobody's been that dominant on the defensive line
Yeah.
since old Sue back in 09.
Yeah, true that.
Like tackles for loss, like basically owning a game. I think last week I read he had 15, not the conference game, but the Michigan game. Well, no, it was the game before Michigan. He had like 15 tackles and like 3 for loss and 2 sacks or something like that. It was just, yeah. He didn't do anything really
Unstoppable.
against Michigan, but then again, Michigan just didn't.
They
do
double
shit.
teamed him that whole game, didn't they?
Yeah, they just eliminated him.
So how about, you mentioned Burrow.
Yeah.
Is he your Heisman winner?
Oh yeah, Heisman winner for sure. I think.
I don't know how you couldn't be.
Right.
You like LSU. You
Well,
think-
that's
I
what they
mean,
were saying. when I was
I
watching the
feel
game.
for Jonathan Taylor because he's put 3 years of tape together that's unrivaled. Like John Taylor is like a fucking man beast, and to put it bluntly, he's really good. But I think just from a pure like this year, just not having a bad game and then just going off on people. Yeah,
I was hoping still for Hurts to look a little bit better.
he's got to be feeling pretty good.
This one's
that
He's in.
Alabama. Yeah, he's in Alabama, sitting at like 10-2 and out.
Yeah.
he's got to be feeling his oats a little bit. Like, yeah, I made the right move.
Exactly, and I'm glad because I was pissed off when Tua went in for Jalen
Oh, yeah.
that one playoff or championship.
It worked out
Because I liked Hurts.
perfect. Pull.
Yeah, people slept on Jalen. They're like, oh, he doesn't throw very good, and then he goes out and he has like some of the most efficient games to start the year.
Yeah.
You know, he's like 12 of 12, and then 11 for 13, and then 14 for 14, and you know, just every other throw's a fucking touchdown, and he's done by the middle of third quarter.
And he just essentially had like a bad game against Baylor. And
One bad game against Baylor, but like even
who
still,
was their other loss? State?
No, they beat Baylor. They lost to
Someone Tech?
Iowa State or some shit like that. They got
Yeah.
pumped. A game they shouldn't have. Iowa State always does that to some people though. Like just when you think like you can scoot by them, they 9-6 you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they used to beat us like that too.
Yeah, that 9-6 game I was at, that sucked. Like 7 turnovers.
Oh man, forget about those days.
Yeah. So you guys, LSU, you think LSU's D can slow Dobbins and all that? Because I don't think Ohio State's defense can really stop Joe Burrow. I just think Ohio State can outscore him. It's going to be like what the Niners-Saints game was today.
It's going to put Burrow to the test if he's got to be playing and keeping up on offense. He's going to put in up big numbers, but it's another thing to be not just setting the pace, but keeping the pace.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But that is going to be a good matchup, though. Chase Young going after Burrow.
Whew. Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Burrow's going to be on his... He's going to be gashing him probably a couple times because...
Sorry about that.
You're good.
It's fine.
Gashed our noses
So-
under fart.
Bronco.
So do you think Ohio State will beat Clemson?
Fuck
Man.
Clemson.
I think so. I think that's another one that's going to be like 48-45.
I think Ohio State wants that game because there's still people on that team that remember just getting whipped by them.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Wisconsin was going to win.
And this
last
Ohio
night.
State cares
Yeah,
more.
they almost did.
Like, this Ohio State team cares
Yeah, I think
more. You
they
could tell
like
they're,
Ryan Day
like,
more.
Dude.
You know, who wouldn't like Ryan Day over Urban Meyer?
Did you hear that Dallas Cowboys supposedly been talking to Urban Meyer?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, shit.
Or Lincoln Riley, Sooners coach. And I feel like there was someone else. I heard
Scott Frost.
too. No.
Fucking
Bo-
Rams are
Bo
talking to him.
Pelini.
about it.
No Nebraska coaches are
Or
involved.
what's his name? Fucking Callahan.
Callahan might
He's
have...
already with the Panthers. I think that's their O-line coach.
No, well, he's the Washington...
Osborne's going
He's
somewhere.
actually the Redskins' interim head coach.
Yeah, that's
'cause
what I
they
thought.
fired- Yeah,
He was the
fired-
head coach right somewhere.
They fired
right
Jay
now.
Gruden.
He's
and then,
always with some team.
Yeah, the Jets for a while, and then he went to the Redskins. And now
How long
he's
do you think he was there?
Who?
Callahan at the Skins.
I think he's been there a couple
2-3
years, 2-3 years. Yeah.
Okay, and he's just all of a sudden
Well,
interim
he's interim
head coach.
Yeah,
I know.
because he's the
but-
only one on
Well,
staff
he
that's
has
got any head
experience
coach.
running
yeah.
teams.
But that's the
coaching.
thing. Why would you fire your head coach in the middle of the season?
Because Jay Gruden sucks balls. They gave him 7 years.
No,
and he
Daniel
couldn't-
Snyder sucks balls.
And that is also there can be more than one fact. And yes, that is definitely a second
They've
fact.
had so much coaching talent come from that team in the NFL.
Oh,
I
yeah.
refuse to believe he's a bad coach.
Dan Snyder is actually a piece of trash. Like he could probably if you could fire an owner. I know a lot of people want to throw Jerry Jones
the
at the
owner?
top. Yeah. Dan Snyder
Of the Skins.
Dan Snyder is the piece of trash that should be fired.
Yeah, I don't like him already. If you're the owner of the Redskins,
He's done
you gotta
nothing.
go.
I mean, he gave. Oh man, what was that? Andre Whitworth? No, what was it?
The Giant?
No,
Andre the Giant. Yeah.
No,
it was
so-
this defensive
coach,
line.
isn't he?
No, it was this defensive lineman who played for the. This defensive lineman who played for the Titans for a little bit, and then he got this sweet deal
Hainsworth?
from the
Albert Hainsworth.
There you go. Gets this sweet deal from the Redskins, and then tanks.
Yeah.
Like just gets hurt, quote unquote.
He's
and
like
then-
stomping on people and shit on the field with his cleats.
Snyder was the one behind that one.
Sounds
Like
like
he
Sue.
shouldn't be given.
Dude,
stupid
almost
people
every
like
year
that.
they do
Yeah.
something that Albert Hainsworth is one of the worst versions of this, but every year he does that though.
Yeah,
Just about.
yeah.
All right.
He's an idiot.
How many coaches have been fired this year?
Two?
I want to say
how
two.
many are-
yeah.
do you
Ron
think-
Rivera and Jay Gruden so far.
How likely is it that Garrett is going to get fired from the Cowboys?
Jason Garrett? Oh, man.
Not
I'm
in
surprised he
season.
wasn't fired last week after the Monday Night Football game.
If they
Like,
lose out, maybe, but like Jones has said, he's sticking with them for multiple weeks now.
Really?
Yeah, it
You know
was
they
a-
keep losing, saying, no, I'm sticking with them.
What
this
about all
season."
these rumors that he's talking to Urban
They're still
Meyer?
leading their
He might be.
division.
Who knows? I don't
Well,
know if
Jones is
Urban
always
does
talking.
that.
He's wheeling and dealing, dude. He's a businessman.
I don't think man. I want to say I don't think Urban takes that job because you want to talk about stress levels. He bitches about what it was
yeah.
like at Ohio State and what it was like at Florida. Fuck, you're going to
Yeah.
Dallas.
I can see him just liking
he'll
his
die
cushy
on the sideline, like just stressing
communications
out. You know?
job.
Fucking pussy.
Dude, he always says that, but usually right after he leaves, there's huge infractions that hit the college.
That's why he'd go to
That has
NFL.
happened twice, Derek.
Why would they could go to the NFL now
Super
too.
sleuth. Yeah, that's actually a very true
Would
statement.
you want him to go to the NFL?
Sure,
no.
I don't care. Why not?
I mean, yeah, he can go fail at Dallas. Red jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
Yeah. How do you feel about Condoleezza Rice owning a football team?
I don't give a shit.
Cool.
She's got enough money to do it. Whatever.
She actually knows her shit.
Dan Snyder's
She
a
wins her
football
fantasy
owner.
football league every year.
She's not going to be like,
Yeah, she's actually probably one of those
the
people
first
that's
down?
better at football than most of the owners in the NFL.
Yeah.
So she's her
Smart
father
woman.
was a coach or something like that. So she's always been like with football in some capacity.
She's on the college football playoff committee.
She's that little girl in the
with Tom Osborne.
They're
good friends.
Icebox.
No,
Little Giants?
although that's funny. No, so what was that with
Little Giants.
Radio?
Right?
No, I can't think of it's not the Replacements, but
Keanu Reeves?
it was no, not that one. It was a movie with
The old
Underwear League?
Denzel Washington was in it.
Definitely Underwear League.
Training
not
Day?
Friday Night Lights?
No.
Training Day?
It's like,
Remember the
But
Titans?
he was in that.
Remember the
No,
Titans.
Remember the Titans, yes. So, yeah, I was referencing.
Radio.
There you go.
Was it radio?
that's what I said.
Radio.
Radio with Cuba.
Moving on. I'm not gonna-
Yeah.
Never go full retard.
Never go full return.
Okay, so, let's either talk about the Chiefs or the Niners. You guys are both representing right
Yeah.
now. What,
They're
I'll ask
NFC,
this.
Chiefs, or AFC.
Where would they meet if they both go to the
Super Bowl.
playoffs?
They don't.
They would both meet in the Super Bowl.
They don't. I don't even think the Chiefs are making past the second round.
Oh, but theoretically,
Ouch. They just beat
that was
Brady.
so cold.
Well, we're the NFC. He's the AFC.
So it would be the
So it
Super
would
Bowl.
have to be the Super Bowl.
Have they
Who?
ever?
Ever met in the playoffs?
Or in the Super Bowl?
No.
Oh.
No. The
And
Chiefs have
Chiefs have
only
never been to the
played-
Super Bowl.
Yeah, they
We
have.
picked
They
up a couple of
they
their,
won they won the very first one,
cast
if I
off
recall.
And that was it.
Joe
They
Montana.
were in like 2 or 3
And
others
Alex
against.
Smith.
Yeah.
Alex Smith?
Joe Montana.
It is
The
neat.
Niners.
It is neat that the Chiefs have always picked up what's left over from the 49ers. You know,
Yeah.
like a washed-up Montana, which I'm joking because he brought him to the playoffs and he
Conference
still was my
championship.
favorite,
Yeah.
guy. But then you take Alex Lewis and you do it to him again, like same thing the Niners did. You brought in a hot shot, dual threat guy,
Alex
and then-
Smith, not Lewis.
or Alex Smith. Thank you. I'm
That's what I heard
sorry.
you were talking about there for a second.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
confused.
I could have. Yeah, sorry about that. So yes, Alex Smith.
Hey, he went to playoffs
Yep.
5 out of 6 years, I think, with him.
Yeah.
4 out of 5.
He started the season until his concussion. Then he basically got us good enough to where we made it to the playoffs. And then Colin Kaepernick came in and then ran for 170 yards on the Packers. And that pretty much put us on the map.
Well, especially when you have a quarterback with enough talent before defenses can catch up onto him, like
Exactly.
he came in at the right time, in the middle of the year. He was prepared. They had an offense ready to go to fit his talents, and their defenses didn't have time to catch up.
And now you see what the Ravens are doing. It's basically the same thing because it's the same offensive coordinator. Yeah.
Interesting.
Roman,
Yeah.
Greg.
Yeah, Greg Roman. He was with the 49ers during that
Wait,
time
and they just
period.
beat them?
Huh?
They just beat the Ravens?
No, we lost to the Ravens.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Who'd you
That was
just
last
beat?
week, right?
We just beat the Saints.
The Saints. Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
On a last-second field goal to win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. After losing by a last-second field goal the last 2 times we've lost, we finally win one by a last-second field goal. So that's kind of a neat feeling.
Yeah.
We can win a shootout, damn it.
I like your guys' coach.
Yeah,
Young
Kyle,
guy.
Kyle Shanahan
Came from the Redskins.
And I'm another thing. Our GM, who's John Lynch, ex safety for the Tampa Bay Bucks
And the Broncos.
and the Broncos for a bit. Yeah, so
And he's new too, right?
yeah, they're
All
both
new.
first timers. So you had the owner of the Niners like giving a lot of money and time to guys that have never done what they're being asked to do before.
That's
and
cool.
so far they've knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
You guys got a good pass rush.
good gamble.
So
Yeah.
much talent across
Well,
that front
that's
seven, at least, definitely the line.
That's what happens
Where's D
when
Ford
you're the
playing? Is he a
worst.
linebacker or is
D
he
Ford
playing on
is
the line?
a defensive end, and
Okay.
he's been hurt off and on. So he actually
It's
got hurt
always
today.
hurt off and
but-
on. Dick, I told you that.
Yeah, he was that way with the Chiefs. That's why we got him. But man, when he's healthy, we have the saltiest front seven, like hands down. Like Fred
Hopefully he
Warner.
doesn't blow a
Fred-
NFC Championship game for you.
Fuck. Yeah. Fred Warner's been
That's what he did
a
with the
pleasant
Chiefs.
surprise
Yeah.
at linebacker because when we drafted him a couple years ago, I was like, who? What the shit? Some guy from BYU? Okay, great. But he's been a fucking robot, like just covering wide receivers and knocking passes down in the flat. Like, as a linebacker, you're not supposed to be able to do those types of things, and he's just doing some man stuff.
Well, don't put BYU out of there, man. They're always somewhat good.
I mean, they've always Taysom
They
Hill
beat Nebraska.
Shit, yeah, they did.
It's probably where that guy came from.
Taysom Hill, remember that dude that's tearing it up as a dual threat guy in New Orleans? Yeah, he was BYU's quarterback that started the game against us, and then Tanner Mangum came in and then fucking torched us. Whatever.
Wow.
Fucking people named Tanner.
When don't teams torch the Huskers?
Oh, we got Maryland. We beat you.
In the 90s.
Oh, wow. When I was
we
just
gotta stop
making
saying
memories.
We have to stop saying that. I know,
that.
right? We gotta stop
And
bringing
the
up that. Well, back
70s.
in the day, we played with a certain mentality.
Could have been national champions.
Right.
Coach would just put me in.
They just put me in. I can throw this ball over them damn mountains.
All right, so I want to ask you about Kaepernick.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a douche.
We know Chase's opinion.
Yeah.
Derek, do you have a name you want to call him?
Snapper Nick.
Snapper Nate?
Snapper Nick.
Nick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but...
He's got all the clothing apparel ads he does now. Nike.
No shit.
Oh, yeah.
Except for that hair. Is he going to start doing shampoo commercials, too?
He's got great hair.
Stupid hair.
Head and shoulders doesn't
He does have great hair.
Yeah, I would have his hair.
I can't knock that.
Yeah. So,
no, fuck his hair.
What are you happy he's not on the team anymore? Are you happy that he's not in the NFL?
No, I feel like it's kind of dumb that
general?
he's not in the NFL. But I will say that this past little deal that went down, like
his practice.
Before that, I was kind of like, I was on the side of where it's bullshit that he's not in the league, because you guys like fucking what's the backup for Washington that's in the league right now.
Colt McCoy?
Well, shit, that too. But no, he was with the Broncos last year. They traded him. He was with the
Cousins.
Yeah.
Cousins.
Well, him no.
How
The
many
guy
people
they
play for the Redskins?
the guy that they traded for Cousins. I'm trying to remember his name. He was out of at school in Houston. Anyway, so you have guys like that aren't good and despite the season where Colin was coming off of a thumb surgery and a knee surgery, and playing for fucking Chip Kelly, like, of course he was going to look like garbage, because we looked like garbage with Blaine Gabbert. We needed to overhaul that, Colin or not.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really Colin's thing. That was more of a leadership fucking bullshit thing. But since the get together to do a throwing day and all of that stuff, I thought he did not handle that the right way.
Yeah,
he should have taken questions. Like I know why he didn't end up working with the NFL, because they tried to shove a non-disclosure agreement like right under his nose the day of
that
that's
was
coming
bullshit.
up. That's crap. Like you're not going to talk about that, and then you're going to, well, before we get started, guys,
You should definitely sign
that.
I mean, transparency.
At that point, I don't blame him for dropping and doing his own thing, but you gotta ask questions. You gotta be open. If you're gonna ask someone to be transparent, and he even said it in his statement with media, because it was a statement, a planned statement. He didn't take questions. He's been asked to be on several, shows to be interviewed. He doesn't. So I mean, and I don't. Yeah,
I have a question for you.
I feel like that's why.
Anymore.
Well, he does, because he needs to make a paycheck and he wants to play. But I just feel like after that, man, like you kind of set it up for the NFL to just kind of ignore you now, because
Yeah,
I mean,
you kind of have to play their
if
ball.
you're gonna be if you're gonna be on them for not being transparent, you kind of have to be the same.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what you're about. They just need you to hear it, because outside of when everything was going down with the kneeling during the national anthem, and he kind of started, and he was being interviewed, and he was like genuinely coming out with what he was talking about, why he was doing it, that stuff. Like, then he was asking questions or answering questions, and he's shut that down, which I don't think is the right way to go about it.
I'm glad you said that, because that's what I always felt. Is just he let the media spin it their own way the entire
he's not talking.
time.
It's the same.
He never talked about it though.
I mean,
He let people explain it, or other people talk for him, and it's like, you're going to take that stance, you need to be out there talking.
Absolutely. A little bit more. I mean, he does it locally, when he's out doing his charity deals. Like, yeah, he's talking then. But I mean, like, if you've got media in front of you, like take some questions.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
People want to know what's your mentality going into a locker room. Like, are you trying to be a leader? Are you trying to be a backup quarterback? They want to ask these questions, and then you just to do your spiel and then be like, peace, bounce. Like, no, you're gonna have to show that you're willing
NFL.
to talk.
That's part of the NFL.
Being in the NFL,
they ask you questions after games, before games.
So I got a question for you.
Yep.
As a Niners fan, then, when all that controversy started with him, how much do you think of it affected the team in a negative way?
Well, I didn't know this until I read an article on The Athletic. I don't know if you guys subscribe to that.
Yes, I love
that news thing. I fucking love The Athletic. Tim Kawakami out of San Francisco actually wrote an article about the locker room, probably about 2 weeks ago, maybe
at that time.
Or so. And he wrote of kind of how, and it was actually not long. It was probably a few days after the whole Colin Kaepernick throw day kind of went and took place. So Tim writes this article, and he kind of talks about what the locker room was like. And he actually was like, nah, it wasn't that big of a circus. Wasn't that big of a deal. They asked him questions. He'd answered them, why he's doing this, what.
How much does losing Harbaugh, then, do you think was more?
It was more or less
downfall.
It was more or less the owner, the GM, Trent Baalke. That's the culprit right there, because Jim wanted to run the system how he wanted to run his show, right? Well, Trent kind of kept getting in the way, and Jim wasn't about it, and the owner decided to fire or let Jim walk, as opposed to firing the GM. And then after the whole fucking Tom Sula for a season, a guy that's never been a head coach, he's only been an offensive line coach. After that bullshit season,
they did that a lot, like Singletary.
Then the second year, yeah, exactly. And then the second year, they bring in Chip Kelly, and it's just, you could tell it's just disjointed and not working. And you're just like, Trent is the problem. Trent needs to go. And then finally, the ownership made that call, fired Trent Baalke. Now you've got John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan in there, and you seeing what real football minds can do.
Yeah. And he played for his father too. There's probably a relationship there. I'm sure the other younger Shanahan was on that staff.
Oh yeah,
just 3 years then.
Well, that all happened. Kyle has been there. Yeah, it's about 3 years.
And this is like their first kind of good year, or were they fairly good last year?
No, this is the first year that we're pretty good in this system. Last year we had quite a few injuries right up front. Jimmy Garoppolo, for example, tore his ACL like second game of the season, so that pretty much could have boshed on that.
I like Garoppolo.
We had a lot of offensive line injuries, which helped because we had the same injuries this year, but those guys got work last year. So when they were asked to come in, we actually didn't skip a beat. Like, we had both of our top tackles out, and our backers came in, and it was ran the show just like it was normal when we were 40 burgering people.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But you're expecting them to go to the Super Bowl?
49ers? Yeah. At this stage, yeah, I've shown.
Really cool.
They've shown that they, especially today, they've had a couple unfortunate games like the Ravens. I'd like to see us play the Ravens when it's not pouring its ass off.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they can cover our wide receivers. I don't think they can stop our passing game. And our running game's already fucking legit. So
what does their path in the playoffs look like?
Right now, wild card, unless we can beat Seattle in the last game of the season. We need to basically win out and then get to Seattle the last game of the season and win that, because right now Seattle owns a tiebreaker. So we're looking at like wild card at the moment, first choice wild card.
Yeah,
that's how crazy our and you see the Seahawks, they're 10-2 as well. So
yeah,
they're fucking legit. They beat us, like I said, by 3 points a few weeks ago on a last second field goal. And then the Ravens got us, did the same thing. So,
Did you guys play the Cowboys?
Oh man, I wish we did, because we'd fucking 50 burger them too.
50 burger.
I got a question about the Saints.
Yeah, what's up?
After their loss today to the Niners, how seriously do you take them as a Super Bowl contender?
The Saints?
Yeah.
Oh, they're still super dangerous.
No, they're still in it.
They're super. I mean, yeah, we took them to the end of the game. It's just like we took the Ravens to the end of the game. I mean, like, they are legit. Like, they're going to be a force in the playoffs.
So why is the NFC so much tougher than the AFC?
People have been saying that a little bit, but it's hard to judge that sometimes too. Though you'll hear comments about like, oh, this conference is better than this one year, and then the one that's not supposed to be as good wins the Super Bowl. And I think you gotta look at the quality of competition. Sometimes like divisions can beat up on each other. They might look bad as a whole, but they're all taking losses to each other, even the bottom rung of the division.
Yeah.
And the guy that comes out of there is hot, and they're really good, battle tested. So it's really hard to say on the conference. You have to look at all the interconference matchups and really get a true beat on that. Just because somebody has a crazy record, 10, 11 wins or whatever, compared to the next best record in the other conference, I don't know.
Yeah. I guess every year is different.
But, it kind of ebbs and flows, man. Because there were a few years ago where the AFC looked fucking juggernautish. Like there were, it was like the Patriots and the Steelers, and trying to think of a couple of AFC teams, but it was
the Chiefs lost the Steelers. I think.
Yeah,
they were looking pretty good.
So, what about the Patriots not winning their division this year, the first time in?
Well, they could still win, and they're in the lead right now.
But even though
the Bills lost and they lost today, so they still have the lead.
If the Bills would have won, it would have been over.
I think they still have a game yet this year.
There's still some time.
The Bills could still win it. Wow. They got to beat the Patriots, and they got to win one more game, probably. I think
the Bills got them. The Bills have a defense.
They got a good chance. Yeah, they have a legit defense. I don't think
they finally have a defense. And then you have Josh Allen, who's like playing out of his gourd at quarterback. Like not many people saw how efficient and how good of a runner he was going to be. Like he's basically done Lamar Jackson things, but more
lumbering
less,
style.
but less clumsy, flashy. Because Lamar's like juking the shit out of people, while Josh is just like striding past people like rubber band man.
College,
Wyoming. Man.
Yeah, I thought it was
Josh. We played Josh Allen, I think 2 seasons when we played Wyoming a couple times. Like,
did we lose?
One of the games we damn near did, and it was Josh Allen that was like driving him down the field. He had like 380 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. Like at that point, I was like, that motherfucker's going to be in the playoffs or in the NFL. Like, and he was Wyoming. This. Yeah, it's crazy.
That must have been the last time that they were good.
Well, they're good right now. They damn near made it to the Mountain West Championship, I believe.
Yeah, we could go through all the bowl games.
Oh, what's his name? Their coach used to be with North Dakota State, and Craig Bowl.
Yeah.
He was at Nebraska, too.
Mm-hmm. We already kind of talked about the playoffs a little bit.
Yeah.
Still think LSU is going to wipe Oklahoma.
Is that the matchup in the championship?
That's semifinals.
No, that's the semifinals. So,
they play each other
Clemson,
first round.
Yeah, Clemson and Ohio State. Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
Like I said, I think Ohio State will beat Clemson.
It's going to be a fun match.
I think
Oklahoma could make a run.
Clemson. They're good.
Oklahoma finally has a defense that could surprise you, but
I wouldn't be surprised if Clemson's in the championship game and they have a chance to win it at the end.
The way LSU offense hums, man. Oklahoma's going to have to score points, too.
Yeah.
How's LSU secondary this year? I heard somebody tell me that they didn't think they were that good, but they had that freshman guy that's going crazy.
They've got a couple young kids that have played really well overall, but I don't know if they're that's probably like their weakest.
Really? Because their secondary traditionally is like one of the best things in the last 15 years.
I think it's just because of age, but like overall their defense is pretty solid. Like They fucking shut down Alabama. They made Georgia look like dog shit.
Yeah, definitely.
They're getting experience of those young guys.
Yeah.
But
you know what my favorite coach is? LSU's coach.
Yeah.
I like his raspy voice.
What's
his name?
Coach Orgeron. Yeah. Ed Orgeron. Man, he's a fun guy.
Yeah, he's great.
He's got that old raspy voice.
Yeah.
He talks with that Louisiana accent.
We did bad Notre Dame.
Go Tigers.
I mean, it's easy to like any coach over than Nick Saban, right?
After he gets done coaching a game, he's all like, like
that was unfair.
Super raspy.
Looks like he's gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah, I kind of fucked that
Probably
up.
Is.
Yeah.
Let's go get some shrimp, boys.
Let's go get some gumbo down at the gumbo house. Go Tigers.
It's not that bad.
GEAUX Tigers.
So you can't say go Tigers.
It's not
That's
that
not
bad.
what they do. Whatever. I will cheer
Actually,
for
it is.
LSU.
It is go Tigers. They just spelled
I know,
go
but
like
you don't say
the weird
go.
way.
They say that a lot with the Chiefs, though. We've had a lot of LSU players on our team in the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah, you do. You've
That's
been.
weird.
Yeah, it's like
Playing Bo, Dorsey. Now you got Matthew on there. They had Jackson
like the Titans
for a long
going
time
after all
on
the
DN.
Alabama guys. Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad way to do it.
Fuck, man. They're a good team for a reason.
Marylanders Skandrick now. Or no.
The Saints are basically fucking Buckeyes. They've got Michael Thomas, Von Bell. They picked up a couple other. They've got a couple other players.
Where do you think Jonathan Taylor will go?
Oh man, top 5 picks. Like he's that hot. Like
Jonathan Taylor plays for who?
Wisconsin's running back.
Oh, the running back. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that guy comes off the list.
I never
fast.
trust running backs from Wisconsin though. They come to the NFL. The best guys are Melvin Gordon, and he's not like elite.
Dude, none of those guys are as good as John Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor beat Melvin.
See it.
Dude,
wait.
yeah.
I've been let down way too much by running backs from Wisconsin.
He beat Melvin Gordon's records in college.
Right.
So
he basically
they always have a good line in Wisconsin.
Nobody in the history of college football has ran for more yards in 3 seasons than John Taylor. Not even fucking Ron Dane.
So when you throw the word history out there and then finish it with 3 years, I don't know.
If John Taylor comes back, which, by the way, is not happening, newsflash.
He probably shouldn't.
If he did come back, he beats Ron Dane's.
Maybe I'll draft him next year in my fantasy team. But
it's like Saquon.
If I get him cheap,
it's a Saquon situation right there. You just know that talent's going to pop.
I don't know,
off
man. Every time they have a big promising running back, they're not what they're built to be. They always have great linemen, though. I bet you all those guys go the first 3 rounds on their line.
Yeah, I'm with you, Lane.
Taylor's fucking.
I haven't watched him play personally.
He is exactly.
Like him and Dobbins, man. I've never the leg drive those guys have when they get hit. I've not, and the way that John Taylor can hit someone, bounce off it's like Rex Burkhead, where no one ever got a super solid shot on Rex Burkhead, right? No one gets a super solid shot on John Taylor, and he's got.
Ohio State
speed.
did.
Yeah, they were probably the only team that did. Yeah.
Did Ron Dane play in the NFL?
Oh yeah.
Was he good?
He was about a 5-year.
He had a crazy play in the preseason one time. Just bowled over a dude for 86 yards.
Yeah.
Just blew him up. And that's about the highlight of his career.
A guy like Ron Dane doesn't last long in the NFL because
he's just a big fat ass.
He's just too big. Yeah. I mean, the fact that Henry is doing what he's doing with the
but he's sculpted.
That's true.
Dane was not sculpted.
So, did you see how Ohio State was pissed off that Jonathan Taylor won Offensive Player of the Year? When they were like, we got JK, and it's like, well, shut the fuck up, though. He's not Jonathan Taylor.
I was going to say, if anyone's done anything for 3 years to get that award, it's John Taylor. No disrespect to J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
That guy's been a fucking stud,
He'll probably also go in the first round.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like I likened him to obviously Ezekiel Elliott because they're about the same size, but he runs with a lot more power than I think Ezekiel did.
Yeah. Well, it's also in college too,
True.
So,
what do you think, Chase?
He'll probably just be shitty in the NFL.
I mean, that would be ideal. It makes us feel a lot better.
Well, let's go through some of these bowl games real fast. We got Georgia and Baylor. Any picks?
Oh, man. Depends if Georgia can recover over their bullshit.
I think they can. Baylor's not that great. They're, defensive,
Georgia should win their SEC.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but Baylor's always a soft team. Every time they have a big game.
That's the thing. Baylor is really hot this year, man.
Should we write these down?
Yeah, I've heard that story before, too.
Well, we got a podcast.
So if Georgia can recover mentally, Georgia takes it.
Well, that's true, but we'll forget.
You want to write it down?
Picked. No, you go ahead. You get the pin.
Or are you going to put money on some of these games?
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Don't you still owe me $10?
I got to go, actually.
I'm going to put $1 on every game?
Sure.
You want to win your money back?
I don't owe you shit, do I?
Oh, yeah, you still owe me shit.
Yeah, I don't think you ever paid him $10.
I probably owe him a lot of money.
He probably thought I'd just forget about it.
Well, I pick stupid bets. I have stupid bets.
We never even acknowledged that we bet you were going to wax your butthole.
I did.
Did you forget that?
I did, actually. I waxed it at home.
Prove it.
You won the bet.
So I only got half my asshole waxed. So. Oh, hey, Ryan.
So just go in from one side?
Yeah, going on the soft side. You gotta kind of lean into it.
Of course you do.
Yeah. Oh, I bet that feels nice, though, really.
Yeah. Those feel nice in the butthole.
All right, so everyone's picking Georgia over Baylor, right?
See,
I actually like Baylor.
Yeah, I think Baylor could be hot.
I'll pick Georgia.
It depends. Does Connor Brewer make it back? Which I'm pretty sure because he was only dinged it was a concussion. So I think he'll be back by both games.
I would say so.
Maybe we should, before
January
we go
1st.
through this list, is make a deal that the four of us collectively figure out something where we got to take shots and then come back at some point in the new year and see what happened with all the playoffs.
There you go.
College and NFL.
I like the cut of your jib, Simpson.
That works. That definitely works.
We doing teams? We're on Georgia already together.
Yeah. Me and D got Georgia.
Well, I kind of want Georgia, honestly.
No, you picked Baylor.
No, I want to make the case for Baylor, but I don't think they'll do it.
Oh, no, we got to do teams.
Because it's like you... No, I'm not...
Grape and I on team.
No, I'm not doing that for every game. Trust me.
No, it's not every game.
I'm on Team
We're
Lane.
going down the list. Grape and I versus you two down the list.
No, I do not like that at all. Because Ryan and I will probably argue about this. Like, I'm not strong about
That's
Baylor.
the point.
I'm on Team Georgia. Wisconsin, Oregon. Who do we think?
Oregon.
Oh, man. Wisconsin by about 2.
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
I'm taking Oregon.
Wisconsin, you dumb idiot. Oregon just fucking beat Utah, but they ain't going to beat Wisconsin. Whole different league.
You're going to have to go back after this recording and write down all our responses.
It's recorded, so don't worry.
Yeah, I heard.
I
heard it was being recorded anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, you're recording right now?
Yeah. People are listening right now, you guys.
What?
So don't disappoint them. Virginia and Florida.
Florida.
This is a game I could care less about.
That new quarterback they have is pretty legit.
Virginia.
I'll pick Virginia, too.
Virginia.
I don't like Florida.
I don't know.
Virginia's always a good secondary.
Virginia just got 62 points dropped on them.
Ain't gonna be Virginia.
We'll see.
I'm surprised
They're
they're
not gonna be
still
feeling
fucking
Virginia.
This game feels like it's way fucking over.
Florida's always a disappointment until they prove otherwise.
Total mismatch. The same with the next one. I pick Florida. Penn State, Memphis.
Memphis.
I don't even know.
Fucking Penn State.
Penn State.
Memphis is looking good. They beat UFC or UCF, but
They're playing good football right now.
they're playing good football.
They
but
did beat, obviously.
Do it for Joe Pa, Penn State.
They obviously beat Cincinnati because they're in this game. So there's that.
At large.
Yep.
Okay, so
Memphis.
you think Memphis?
Yeah.
D? Who'd you say? I didn't hear.
I think Penn State. I think Penn State comes in there sad that they're not in the Rose Bowl, and they get punked by a team that's happy to be at the Cotton Bowl.
Oh shit.
That's my
what
bet.
I was saying these two.
That shit always happens, man.
Remember like mismatches.
Remember when Nebraska had Washington for the second time in a season?
Oh, they were saying remember when Nebraska had a bowl game.
They come in and mailed it in.
Yeah,
and
when was
lose
that?
19-0.
Yeah.
Fucking clown shoes.
When was the last time Nebraska was in a bowl game anyways?
It was 3 years ago.
98?
I think they had the Tampax bowl game.
Tampax. That was a bloody game.
Not that
Ouch.
bad. Not that
It stopped up, though.
All right, here's a big one. Louisiana and Miami. Ohio.
Louisiana, what? Like, of Monroe?
Just
Oh, yeah.
It's the Lending Tree Bowl, man.
Miami of Ohio.
Oh, wait, this ain't
It's in
LSU?
Mobile, Alabama.
No, it's
a
not.
different-
It's like
okay.
Louisiana Lafayette, Louisiana Monroe, Louisiana...
Miami, Ohio.
Miami of Ohio.
And then you
It
got-
must be Monroe, I'm going to guess.
I'm going to guess.
Hey,
yeah.
great. Can I get a beer?
Sure.
Just leave some
I'll go
bottles
with
on there.
Miami. Miami was
All
playing
right.
fairly well this year.
They were in their conference championship game. They lost, but...
Yeah.
Who's their
They look
coach right
dope.
now? That's the guy I like.
Miami, Ohio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not know that either. Why would we?
I think he's a former Nebraska coach.
Who farted?
Nobody.
All right. Tulane, Southern Miss.
I don't know anything about this game. I know nothing about either team. Flip a coin.
Southern Miss.
Southern Miss.
Push.
Nevada, Ohio.
Fighting Soliches, bitches.
Oh, I'll pick Ohio. Wait.
That's
Oh, Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay. Not Ohio State.
Ohio. Yeah. it's
Ohio.
The Ohio University.
You know, I've picked 2 Ohio teams already. I'm not going to pick a third.
Hey, at least
this
one has
Nevada.
Nebraska ties.
I'll pick
I mean,
Nevada.
there's that Solis. Frank Solich is their coach, so he'll have
Ohio?
money, dude.
And that's why I'm picking Nevada.
I'm picking Ohio.
Fair enough.
Ohio.
What do you got against drunks, man? Just kidding.
Drunks?
Drunks?
Alcoholics.
Drunks. Yeah,
Drunks.
nothing. I mean, we're all
Tennessee's
drunks.
always
I mean,
a letdown.
Frankie
Indiana.
can still bench press a small pickup, but yeah, he drinks the sauce a bit. There it is. That was not.
That was what I smelled.
That was a real. Yeah, that's likely what it was.
That was a real one.
I'm picking Indiana.
and Tennessee.
Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana all day, man.
Indiana's
Tennessee
hot.
is garbage. Like,
Yeah.
how is Tennessee even in a bowl game? That makes
No
me sad
shit.
that we in.
Because they probably
They're as bad
played
as
some
Nebraska.
shit teams.
Shit. Sorry.
Don't wave it this way.
I'm not.
Little BC, Boston College, and Cincinnati.
I like Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I was like rooting for Boston College,
I like
so I'll stick
Cincinnati.
with rooting for
I
them.
hate Boston College.
I think Cincinnati
Boston
is better.
College.
I like Boston College just because.
Fuck Doug Flutie.
I gotta go with Cincinnati.
Fucking jabroni.
Cincinnati.
What conference is Boston College in?
Big East.
Yeah. Minnesota, Auburn.
Auburn.
Minnesota.
Ooh, I don't know about this, guys.
Minnesota's been exposed. Auburn.
No, I think I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
It's not a bad pick. It's not like I
It's
think
tough.
that far apart. I feel both teams can win this game.
SEC.
But I'm gonna lean towards Auburn on this one, but I wouldn't be shocked if Minnesota guts it out.
I'm gonna pick Minnesota.
Auburn pulls another
they have
UCF
the
and
biggest
get beat.
O line in college football.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got that dude that's like 6'10" or 6'9".
What do they call it? The hippo line or something?
Oh, I don't know.
Or-
They're just big. Same thing with Indiana. They're just big.
and I don't think the Auburn's that good this year.
Yeah, they beat
They were-
Alabama, bro.
Yeah,
they
man.
win last year.
A lot of teams beat Alabama now.
Was
But
that
Two
Clemson?
teams. But
They've won recently.
Who?
National championship.
Auburn? No.
When Cam Newton did, yeah.
That wasn't the playoffs.
No. Wait. No.
Yeah, they've never been to
Wasn't
the
the
college playoffs.
No. But they've got a
Really?
national championship. Mm-hmm. Fuck you, Cam Newton.
Auburn.
I like
stealer.
I like PJ Fleck. Big Ten, Minnesota.
Yeah, row the boat.
Am I,
Fuck him.
am I the only Minnesota person?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
loser.
All right. Here
It
we
happens.
go. Michigan,
I picked
Alabama.
Minnesota.
This is interesting.
Thank you.
I can't peek.
I think
can't
this one's
pick,
obvious.
Meat chicken. No,
Michigan.
they're gone.
Michigan.
No,
Alabama.
I hate
Alabama.
I hate Alabama.
I don't know. Alabama's in a tailspin.
You guys,
Michigan.
we're betting on this, so you want to pick what is actually going to happen. There's no way Michigan's going to.
So what are the rules then? If it's every man for himself,
Why not?
is it loser just drinks like X amount?
Something.
Or are there like tiers? If you win, you don't have to drink, or maybe you take one, and then everybody else has like a scale and they have to take more. We can discuss it.
Yeah, we can
Michigan.
discuss it later. We'll come up with some terms.
I just don't-
Michigan.
I want to encourage any of the listeners out there to email us at trashtalkomaha@gmail.com and
Plug.
tell us your thoughts on bowl predictions
If it's a stupid thought,
I like
we'll definitely read it.
and why Chase is an idiot for choosing Alabama over Michigan or Michigan over Alabama.
I
just
had
don't
Michigan
like
over Alabama.
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
I just don't like Alabama. My bad.
Yeah, I don't like Alabama, and they've lost all the games I rooted against them on, so I'm going to
Yeah.
continue the tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Team out. Team.
I hate them too, but you can't.
Team Michigan.
You kind of have to respect what they are and
Not
what
this
they
year.
do.
Tua's gone.
Oh, sorry, Lane. I suppose I could have done that. I just Michigan. I don't know. I think they're close to being able to win that game, but they don't.
Michigan's got it.
I think
No
They're
way.
playing good
No way.
football. They're peaking.
I don't think Michigan has won a bowl game in quite a few years.
They're due.
they haven't beat Ohio State either. So
Hey,
there's
they look
that.
good this year.
Exactly.
Are you
They
saying
have
the
not.
bowl games are in?
Yeah, these are the bowl games.
Yeah, no, but you should say what bowl games.
All right. What's up next?
Citrus Bowl.
Yeah, that was the
Citrus.
Citrus Bowl.
Michigan.
Alabama.
Going to win.
And Minnesota and Auburn are in the Outback Bowl. The rest of them aren't really that important.
Touche.
Wyoming,
the
Georgia State.
Arizona Bowl.
Like Georgia State.
Yep, Arizona Bowl. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with fighting Craig.
I'm sure it has some other like Doritos
Tostito.
sponsor or
Tostito.
something. Could be the Tostito Bowl, yeah, for sure.
I like the Cowboys on that one.
Yeah.
Craig Bowl
What's
for the win.
SEC? What's Georgia State in?
Not Sun Belt.
Are you?
but,
That's what I was. Sun Citrus.
Maybe
No,
it is the Sun Belt.
It's got to be the Sun Belt.
Yeah, because they just recently moved up to D1, so I think it might be.
I'll still choose Wyoming.
Yeah.
They're
Wyoming.
usually good.
Wyoming. Yeah.
Derek, did you choose?
Georgia State.
Okay. Navy, Kansas State. Fucking
K-State.
Kansas State is in it.
God.
Navy.
I don't
Go
know.
Navy.
Yeah. Go
K-State.
Navy.
Beat Army.
Navy.
Navy.
I'll call that shot, even though that's next week.
That's
go,
the Liberty
Go Navy,
Bowl.
beat Army.
I feel like I'm pretty much undefeated so far.
Tony the Tiger Cereal Bowl.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm undefeated so far.
Don't
No
know
big
the
deal.
Tiger Sun. What the fuck is that?
Arizona State and Florida State. Oh man,
Ooh,
Arizona
that's a
State
tough
all
call.
day.
Yeah,
I think
No,
that's
it's
the
not.
toughest for me.
Arizona State by a mile. They're gonna make Florida State look like fucking clown
Arizona
shoes.
State because they have that really good wide receiver.
Yeah, I want to pick Florida State, but I feel like
And Herm
they would get
Edwards.
upset. I'm gonna
Florida
go-
State just fired Willie Taggart,
Oh, that's right.
and they are just pretty much garbage. Like garbage.
Yeah.
I don't even know how they've made it. to a
Arizona
bowl.
State, then I guess.
Makes me sad that we didn't.
They were
but
probably
did.
one of the ones that had 5 that still got in. You know, there's 39 bowl games.
Yeah.
Is that too many?
Yes.
Kind of.
That's crazy.
It's the first thing I thought when you said
That's
39.
a lot of football.
It is.
That's good.
Yeah, just ram it down our throats.
Virginia Tech, Kentucky. I know what you're going to choose.
Kentucky. No, Vodtech. Vodtech.
Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I'll pick VT. This isn't Belk Bowl. Belk Bowl.
Kentucky's got a hell of a D, though. Even though they suck, their defense is really good. I want to go with Kentucky.
Okay, final answer. I'm going Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Virginia Tech. Yeah.
Still undefeated.
I don't know. Kentucky poses a pretty big challenge. Their offense is decent.
Could be one of those really interesting games that comes down to like that one,
And
like shoots and ladder game at the last, second of the
Athlete versus athlete.
Essentially, there's always one bowl game that's like that every year. Did you pick Chase?
Sorry, I was looking at Mincer wearing his fucking same shirt every year for a high school picture.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I picked Virginia
I have a senior
Tech.
photo on there, too, somewhere. Virginia Tech? All right. Utah, Texas.
Oh, Utah.
Yeah, I think that
Utah's going to boat race them. That's not even going to be a close one.
Yeah, Texas sucks. Utah.
Texas.
Really?
Loser.
So they're playing in Texas. So.
Well, that's a fair point.
That's...
In San Antonio, which is like... San Antonio is like an hour and a half, 2 hour drive south.
I've been there.
Assholes.
The Alamo Bowl.
Yeah, the Alamo Bowl's pretty sweet. Back when we played in it a couple times.
Yeah.
Probably why
Yeah.
Texas went to it. But yeah, it's Utah.
Dirt.
Up.
Fuck Texas.
Okay. Illinois,
and
Cal.
I like
Cal.
Illinois.
In the Red Box Bowl.
I like Illinois.
Red Box.
That one shouldn't exist.
Illinois' defense is stout enough that I think they...
All
they punk
viewers
Cal.
of the show get a free Red Box with password Red Box.
They're gonna be handing out red boxes.
Halftime.
Don't
with
be
the
late.
vending
Don't be
machine.
late. Don't be late. Make
What?
sure you return
You
it.
get that back tomorrow.
Just watch it once.
Wait, did you guys choose? Because I'm going to choose this Illinois.
Cal.
I said Illinois.
Illinois.
Illinois. All right. Louisville, Mississippi.
Louisville.
Oops.
Louisville.
Oh, yeah. Louisville's definitely winning. Oh, you clicked all over that shit.
Yeah.
Mississippi State.
I might have just like...
I like the Bulldogs
Nashville
on that
Music City
Yeah, the
Festival.
Music City Bowl. We've been in the Music City Bowl.
one. Yep. We've got boat race by Tennessee in it.
Yep. I'm going to check Mississippi State.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, now we're gonna have like Joe Rogan show up in here. Not Joe Rogan. What's his name?
You guys, football.
Jim Rose. Jim Rome. I'll get it right. Jim Rome. Jim. Jesus.
Sunday Night Football.
Are they playing now?
Yeah, there's a game on right now. But there was an ad on this thing we were on. Sorry
How's
about that.
your fantasy football league doing, Ryan? The one that you and I share. You're in the loser bracket, right?
I'm in the loser bracket.
Me too.
I'm getting knocked out today. Thanks, Sean.
I think I might be winning. I got V-Lander.
All right, let's power through the last of
Let's
these.
power through it, man. Quick ones. Let's go.
Western Michigan, Western Kentucky.
Western
Directional Michigan, directional Kentucky, huh?
Yeah,
Michigan.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna go with Western Michigan.
Michigan puts out a lot of good linemen,
Michigan for sure.
especially the tackle spot.
Okay, Notre Dame, Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Iowa
Ooh,
State.
Ooh.
Dame, Notre
God.
Dame. Yep, fuck Iowa State. Washington State, Air Force.
Air Force.
Washington State.
No,
Washington.
actually,
one's
Washington
tough.
State's pretty good.
That's tough.
Washington.
Oh man, the next one is a dream.
Washington State.
I hate picking it, but
Here we go.
USC.
Here we go.
I hate USC.
Iowa.
more than
USC versus Iowa.
so
Iowa.
USC.
Iowa.
Iowa.
I'll say Iowa too.
Iowa's
but,
gonna
yeah.
Ugh, gross.
boat them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gross to pick them, but it's I don't know. I'm
It's the right call.
trying to win here.
Yeah, Texas A&M, Oklahoma State.
Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta stop thinking about the teams I hate.
Yeah.
I got Oklahoma
State.
State. You got Chuba Howard, man. He's
Yeah.
a game changer. I don't think A&M's got anyone on their side like him.
No, I hate both teams, but
Oklahoma.
I'll
Yeah.
choose the Cowboys.
Oklahoma
Oh, is
State
this the
for
first
sure.
consensus?
Might have
I
been.
think so.
Michigan State, Wake Forest.
Oh, Michigan State. Wake Forest will be tough, but
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest.
I might go Wake Forest. I'm gonna change my pick. Wake Forest.
I'm sticking Big Ten. Michigan State.
Forest Wake.
Okay.
Forest Wake.
North Carolina, Temple.
Carolina.
Man, Temple's probably still pretty good. But Mac Brown at North Carolina, I like their chances. I'm gonna go with North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Was North Carolina the one, or no, South Carolina with Clemson?
That's right.
Temple. Pitt, Eastern Michigan.
Directional Michigan. No, you know what? I'm going to take Pitt.
Other direction.
I'm going to go with Pitt.
So, let me get this straight. Michigan has 5 teams in the bowl games.
Yeah, pretty much.
Big
the state of Michigan.
area of the whole country, you know.
State of Michigan is doing some good bowl work.
I'm going to choose Pitt.
Pitt.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with Pitt.
D, I don't know what you said.
Armpit.
Pitt.
Okay, there's a consensus. Miami, Louisiana Tech.
Should be Miami. Fuck. But this sounds like a blow-up thing. Miami blows stuff all the time. Louisiana Tech.
I'm going to go with La Tech.
That's tough. Miami, though.
Miami.
BYU, Hawaii.
BYU.
Ooh, Hawaii, it's beautiful.
Fun.
Where's this one at? It's in Hawaii. Hawaii.
Ooh, Hawaii.
Hawaii always plays in Hawaii.
If it's in Hawaii, it's Hawaii. All right, there's a consensus. Marshall, UCF.
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 Yeah. We gotta do UCF, right?
UCF.
Okay. UAB, Appalachian State.
I like App State.
I'm going App State, too. They were fucking rated for a little while.
They're pretty good. They're still ranked.
Yeah. Chase?
You know.
After winning their conference, they were like
State?
21.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Washington, Boise State.
Washington.
I really like
Washington.
Boise State in that one.
I fucking hate blue.
I mean, I'm with you there, but we're picking winners, not their
field.
fucking colors and fields. But yeah, Washington's
What was Washington's
okay,
deal
but
this
like,
year?
They just are down, and then their coach is like, "I'm gonna quit, but I'm gonna still be involved."
That's
I don't know
weird.
what's going on there, but that's weird. I like Boise State though.
I'll take Boise State.
They were pretty close to being in at-large talk. So
Here we go. FIU and Arkansas State.
What's FIU?
Florida International.
Did
University.
they not beat us
Arkansas.
one year?
FAU is
we
Florida
played them, though.
Atlantic
We
University.
paid them $1 million one time.
Yeah, we won though. That's
Arkansas
that?
State.
I don't know. People outside are yelling, right?
Yeah, someone's pretty angry out there. That's
What?
funny.
Their team lost.
Outside.
It had to have
Yeah,
been.
that was outside for sure. Someone's
Go out
getting
in
after
my
it.
room and listen. I think that's where it's
Cooper
coming
Kupp
from.
with the spin move. That
That's
guy's
my
pretty good.
fantasy
Wanted to
team.
see the
I'm gonna go
score
with
right
Cooper.
here. Hey, tell
I
me.
got a lot of people. in
Is
this
it out
game.
back or out front?
I couldn't tell. What's the next?
Oh, I was just trying to see the score here. Okay.
7-3.
Um.
I'm Team Meteor. I hope something just explodes this field and both teams will go
Nuh-uh.
away forever. Seahawks and Rams are in my division, so
Yeah, I know.
not a fan. But yeah, there is someone really.
Let's take a break.
This guy just hit this chick.
What?
A guy just hit a girl.
Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry. That was
crazy.
nuts. You never know what you're going to see in Omaha. Chase,
Cultured.
can you talk us through that? You saw it all.
Oh, well, I ran up to the window.
Oh my gosh.
And this dude was beating this girl up on the ground. I almost yelled something, but she was screaming. She seemed like she was fine. But it was...
Domestic
He
abuse?
drove off, so she apparently did enough to.
She
Yeah,
took
go
off
away.
first, though.
He didn't say
like,
that. I didn't know what the fuck was
They
going
got
on.
separate vehicles?
Yeah, there's 2 different vehicles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was weird.
That's-
Just-
I
Yeah,
saw the
license
end of
plate
it. I
number?
saw the end of it. No, I did not. I wish I would have. Wish I would have got my
I'm
phone
pretty sure it was a
out.
stolen car.
Cool.
I like this neighborhood. It's
Neat.
nice.
Yeah. Welcome.
That's
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We got to
More football picks.
Yeah, FAU and SMU.
Southern Methodist,
Florida Atlantic University.
Florida Atlantic.
Battle of the acronyms.
I'll do SMU
Me too.
by 6.
SMU is looking pretty salty most of the year.
We'll go SMU.
Next one.
Georgia Southern versus Liberty.
Oh man, that's funny. Liberty used to be coached by that one quarterback Nebraska had back in the day. Why does my brain not work sometimes? Used to be our quarterback's coach too.
I have no clue.
Tommy Frazier?
No, Turner Gill.
Oh, he taught there or coached there?
Yeah, Turner Gill was at Liberty for a few years.
Is that it or what?
Now it's Hugh Freeze.
No, we got Central Michigan and San Diego, so a 6th Michigan team.
Damn.
Man,
Central Michigan.
directional Michigan is making a presence.
Yeah.
Central Michigan. Yep, I'm taking them.
Yeah, you
San
can't.
Diego.
Central Michigan. That's where the old row the
Danny
boat
and
was. I think that program still kind of latched on in there. So I'm gonna pick row the boat.
X for the boat. What do they do now?
They're in Minnesota. Oh, what do they do now?
No,
They
what does San
probably
Diego
like
Paddle your canoe.
yeah, paddle the canoe. There you go. Instead of row the boat, paddle the canoe.
I'll go Central Michigan. Utah State, Kent State.
Utah
And
State.
Utah State. They're usually pretty punky, spunky.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Kent State this year, so Utah.
And yeah,
State.
I know nothing about Kent State.
Utah.
Robert Woods just scored a touchdown for my fantasy football team. I'm going to knock out Nick Vitek.
Oh man, couldn't have happened to a nicer
with your
individual.
fist.
No,
Oh, yeah.
in Facebook.
All
But-
right.
Is that person outside messaging?
Should we just go?
No,
ahead?
no, this is my fantasy football. I'm
Derek,
looking at the app.
Derek, do you want to just say it in unison? You know, fuck VTech.
Yeah. All right.
Fuck.
Fuck Vitek.
Nice.
Him and his
Anyway.
stupid fucking weird finger gifts.
Right.
So Charlotte and Buffalo.
I'm gonna go with Charlotte because I knew a girl. Her name was Charlotte, and she was
Flip a
super
coin,
hot.
man. That's funny.
And that's what's making you. Was she a stripper?
No, could have been,
Should have been.
Should have been or could have been?
should have been, might be. I don't know. Should have been, could have been. I would have watched her.
You've never met a girl named Buffalo?
That's it.
No more beer?
Uh-uh.
Well, that's disappointing.
Nope, we got water and
Show's over, guys.
pioneer women.
Get the fuck out. No, what's that over there? Are you hiding something on the counter?
It's empty.
That's an empty.
Okay, we'll go get that screwball.
Yep, there you go.
Oh shit.
It is Sunday.
Fucking day's not over yet. You know,
That's
we're
right.
not out of alcohol. Don't worry.
That's
This
right.
is a show.
Yeah, we're professionals
We're
here.
trying to carry a good show. here,
So I
guys.
want to go back
Oh, yeah.
though because that was the end of the bowl games.
Yeah.
I think we decided this earlier, but just to clarify, who's your winner of the playoffs?
Clemson.
The national champion.
I like.
Because I think you picked LSU earlier.
I'm going to be pretty obvious.
Oh.
No, go ahead. No, I was going to say I'm going to be obvious.
I think we're
and
on the
that's
same
LSU,
page.
OSU.
Oh.
And I like OSU versus LSU. So just Ohio State wins as opposed to the
What?
just Ohio State.
I mean, it has to be the Ohio State though.
No, it's I kind of don't respect that, so I just say just Ohio State.
Okay.
University.
I have some personal
Can you
experience.
just call it
with the
Ohio State?
Lowercase J. Have
you
you
just
ever
do
noticed
Ohio
that when
State?
people talk about Ohio State and it's the Ohio State University, when it's typed, there's like a little T, a lowercase
They
T
have it
in front of
patented.
it.
Is it trademarked?
And
Yeah.
it's like the Ohio State University. That's what it stands
That's
for.
their
So I
thing,
just
man.
put a J right in front of that. You know, just Ohio State. Fuck them.
just.
Granted, they are the
mentality.
saltiest team this year. I've never seen.
They're
this
fucking
team.
good.
Yeah, I've never seen a team so good. Okay, 95 Huskers were actually pretty salty.
Oh, we gotta get off that.
So, but what you do, but you'd think that LSU is going to beat Ohio State in the finals. No, you think Ohio State will
Ohio
beat?
State. Yep.
Okay, I agree.
They're the most complete team,
I agree.
and if they're on their game like they have been, yeah,
They're fired up for it. They
it's going to
want
be a
it.
shootout, no, mind you. Like Joe Burrow's going to get his.
There'll be some defensive plays,
Sure.
and I think it'll come down to defense, and that's why it's probably Ohio State.
Yeah.
You got to remind me. So, on which two sides are the teams playing?
The first game is, Oklahoma and LSU.
LSU.
Okay, and then Clemson, Ohio State, and then the winners. of
Clemson.
those. So you think Clemson and LSU will play in the finals?
Oh, yeah.
And you think LSU will win? Or Clemson? You said Clemson.
I think I said Clemson to begin the show.
I could be wrong. Why do you like Clemson?
Well, I remember, I think, from what I said earlier, because we talked about the quarterback and us, Ryan and I both hating the way he looks. No, that was you and
me
I.
and you,
Yeah. Yeah, I think Clemson.
The way he looks. I'm gonna go with Ohio
He's just
State.
stupid looking.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he is.
Oh, but
He
Like
looks
90s
like he
Keanu
looks like he
Reeves
says
style.
"cha" all the time. Like,
Cha, bro.
cha, man.
Like he should be.
Did you go to class
That's
today?
not
there?
why I think Clemson's
Cha,
going to win.
You know, he went to the White House and ate
Nah,
McDonald's. And
went
was like,
fucking
cha,
surfing,
those
bro."
were good, brah.
Right. That
Cha.
Wendy's cheeseburger was good, bruh. Cha.
Let's go surfing, bruh.
I think Ohio State will beat Clemson because they don't like Clemson anymore. So they got beat by them. And I think Oklahoma will give LSU a run for their money, but LSU will beat them. And it's really tough. Like you said, shootout for LSU and Ohio State. But, oh, man. LSU could really won it, too. They haven't been there at all, you know.
There's potential to be a shitload of points in both of those games.
Yeah. I'm super pumped about this playoff because it's the first time it's been champions.
Legit, yeah.
You know?
Straight up, like, there's no real, like, no
You can't
outside
complain.
team bitching about, like, oh, we got shafted. It's like, no, these are it.
Yeah.
Like, we nailed it.
Clearly.
Yep.
It's kind of
Sucks.
nice the way it broke out, though, because there was an opportunity for some extreme controversy.
Yeah,
there for a
like
second.
Oregon
And
and
every
Utah.
year. Every year, though, that
Utah
happens.
had...
If Wisconsin would have won...
Yeah. When Utah got boat raced by Oregon, that pretty much ruled them out. But they were... If they won, like, if they had won and Oklahoma won, there was talk that Utah gets in over Oklahoma.
I would say they probably would have.
Yep.
Well, if it would have been a close win.
LSU's got it.
You think LSU?
Mm-hmm.
You think Ohio State will beat Clemson?
It's not a bad pick.
I think LSU's got a good shot. I love their secondary.
Fucking A, man.
Yeah.
I know they haven't done that good this year, but they have a lot of young talent that is just peaking.
Yeah. True.
Peaking.
God, it makes me want to pick against Clemson, but
I want to see Ohio State's
I hate
wide
the quarterback.
receivers
I like the
go
wide
against-
receiver that they have. Though.
I think their quarterback is going to be all fucking cocky. Clemson this year.
Chyea.
Yeah, he will be.
Go down.
Chop, right.
Has Clemson even lost this year?
No.
No,
Their schedule's garbage.
They haven't lost
They haven't
since
played
last
anyone.
year because they won the national champions last year
Their
too.
their
But it actually
conference
goes back to
championship game?
17.
They
Yeah, I'm
played
going Clemson.
Virginia
Clemson.
and fucking 62-17.
I like Barrow a lot.
But you just said you.
Cha?
No, I've been saying Clemson the whole time, but I'm sticking with them.
But you said you wanted that douchey quarterback to lose
Chyea.
on Clemson.
No, I said I didn't like him.
That's the word
Cha,
of the
right?
day. Cha, man.
Yeah, I want fucking Dakey Dobbins to
I
just fucking
don't
run
want
over
him to
his
win,
ass.
but I think
Say the
Clemson's going
question.
to win.
Cha?
Yeah.
And that's how much I hate my pick.
Oh, well, at least
Can you
you
chat me, bruh?
at least you know you're a piece of shit about it. you
yeah.
know?
Fucking A.
I'm a realist.
Without question.
I'm a realist.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I get you.
You don't want to be fake. Just put it out there, right?
Cha.
Chyea.
But do you
I
think?
love that word.
Do you?
I
think,
love that quarterback
okay.
now.
Yeah.
Do you think Oklahoma or Ohio State? Because you obviously think LSU will beat Oklahoma. Do you think Ohio State will beat Clemson? Cha.
If the defensive end takes over
Cha all the way.
for the Ohio
Cha.
State game, they can beat Clemson. But that guy's got to go nuts.
Would you
Oh, yeah,
rather
and
see
Chase,
Clemson?
Chase Young has to take over, and if he doesn't, Clemson's got him. Because that quarterback, he is like sneaky fast because he's 6'5". So like he just like
but he
strides
wears
to-
bright orange. I think they can
Yeah.
catch him.
right, but he's just
See one of those
sneaky-
glider guys?
He's really good athletically, but then like
Take out the orange, they might have a chance.
he's sneaky fast because he can lay. He's kind of like
He's got a big stride.
what's his name up in Buffalo that we were just talking about
Josh
a little bit ago.
Allen.
So
Yeah.
Josh Allen, just a dude that's
He's
6'5"
kinda
and
awkward.
he's got some
Vince
awkward
Young.
looking to him.
He's like still growing, probably too, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
How old is he?
Yeah.
Cha.
Probably.
Fuck, man.
It's probably 20.
Yeah, he's like
right.
19, 20. He's only a sophomore, so
He's still growing.
he's not having
that
a sophomore
baby fat to
slump.
convert yet.
That's for sure.
Yeah, probably got some fucking baby teeth still.
Yeah.
Got knocked out last game, bruh.
Well, so does fucking Martinez, little baby ass. So,
Yeah. Underbiting son of a gun.
let me check my list here. What did we not talk about?
Oh man.
The boot.
Be out.
What are we even talking about?
Well,
Did we
who
talk
do we
about
think's
some
going to
hockey
make the
players going up
NFL
to the
playoffs?
produce?
Yeah, did we
the
talk
other
about the
day.
Super Bowl playoffs?
No.
Okay. We didn't really talk about the Chiefs at all. We talked about the Niners.
We don't have to talk about the Chiefs, but yeah,
Okay.
if you want
I mean,
to,
you
I'm
can-
more
you
than
can-
happy.
I
you
talked a lot.
I would
so
like you to
could
at least
probably-
give me your synopsis of the game. How good you feel about that, you know?
And
All
while
right.
you do that, I'm probably gonna pee because it's
You
the
don't
perfect
care.
Time. Yeah. Red jacket, green jacket. Who gives a shit? Said
Okay.
that twice now, but it applies.
Yeah, I like it.
Thanks, Happy Gilmore.
Well, I think it's a big win. You know, they're gaining ground on the Patriots. If they can lose again, the Chiefs own the tiebreaker for playoff seeding. But I think the most important thing, though, is that the Chiefs are now in a great position to lock up their playoff spot with a home field advantage because they win their division. But as far as the overall performance, though, the offense really lit them up in that first half, Chiefs versus Patriots, but they faltered in the back end, which I blame on Reid, though, in his conservative play calling. But the defense really held their own and stood the Patriots up multiple times, and special teams knocked her home. Cha-cha.
Chyea.
What did you do at that final play? Knocked her right out of his hand.
Just been a little poke.
No, wait. I got it.
Yeah, you were pretty pumped up about it. This was like the last fourth and down.
Nothing.
It's by Chris Berman.
Yeah, that was the defensive guy.
Yeah, I think that was,
I can't do it well.
if
But
I can't remember correctly, Kendall Fuller, I think, maybe poked that one out there.
sounds familiar.
It's one of their cornerbacks. I'm not sure if it was him or not.
Do you guys all think that Burrow's going to win the Heisman?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right,
I think
sorry. I just wanted to
LSU
go
has
back
been
to
the
that real
best
fast.
team, but I don't think they're going to win it all.
Who's
I
going to
think
win
Clemson.
Who's going to win the MVP of
NFL?
Pro?
Russell
Yeah.
Wilson.
I
But
was going to
if
say Lamar. From what
Depending
I
on how
Lamar
it
did have
finishes,
a big
but
game
Lamar, yeah.
today.
Lamar's had a couple big games. I mean, during that slop fest against the Niners, he pretty much was their offense. They couldn't really get anything else going. They're tight ends a little bit, I guess, for the most part. But
Their tight ends
the
always do a
couple
little
of
bit.
times I've watched him this year, it seems like he's just always making plays.
He's a
He's an
playmaker.
athlete, you know.
juke someone.
Yeah.
He made Nick
Russell
Bosa.
Wilson flashes and, sparkle, shimmer, shines a lot more than Russell Wilson does, but Russell Wilson's just steady and putting up good
more-
numbers consistently.
Yeah, I think he's proved as far as continuity is concerned, he's definitely been a guy that's just, season in and season out. He's been consistent and their playmaker, even when their offensive, weapons change. Like he goes through 4 different receivers here in the last 3 years, and they're still, scary as shit.
Yeah. Was he better than Mahomes this year?
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Lamar.
Yeah,
Well,
I would
healthier.
say overall. Yeah, Mahomes been unhealthy, but
even
I think Lamar, though, I mean, they did play head-to-head and the Chiefs won, but
even without Mahomes being like injured those couple of games, just Mahomes doesn't seem like he's playing that good this year.
well, he's been unhealthy, and then
Running game hasn't
they
been
haven't
very
been
good.
quite what they were last year. He
Yeah.
hasn't been playing not good. He just hasn't been playing bad.
When they
Because
could
they're still winning
unleash
with them.
that running game, that's what opened up a lot of what Patrick Mahomes could do before. Well, what's his face got himself
Hunt.
kicked off the team.
Well, they still
pretty
went
much.
down the stretch and put up a ton of
'Cause
points.
they
last
were well, yeah, but
through over
once-
half the year last year. They were
but-
third in offense. And they finished first. I mean, down the stretch they tore it up. But
yeah, they've become a bit more one-dimensional since. LaShawn McCoy's been all right. I've had him on my fantasy team, so I've kind of watched him.
That's
but
about the kindest way of putting that. He
he's-
hasn't been consistent. He's had
right.
splash
He's had a
plays.
couple good games where it's like, all right, there's the guy you're hoping you'd see, and then he just like throw a couple bombs where he'd get 2 touches for 7 yards, and you're like, that's not going to cut it. So,
What is Mahomes' deal?
Well, he hasn't been playing really bad at all.
I don't-
He
I
hasn't
don't-
been as
to be-
amazing.
and I think it's
Their
my
offensive
opinion,
lines and getting they lost a
They're
lot of important
one-dimensional.
guys in the interior.
They're not running the ball well like they have in the past.
Yeah.
And
Their
so
center
people
they
are-
changed over to this undrafted rookie free agent from.
Well, didn't their center just get
couple
hurt?
years ago or
no,
last
was that
year
the
even.
Niners center?
Yeah,
He
our
was
center did
serviceable as
for
a
good.
backup last year, but he has really exposed the other guards next to him on either side.
Yeah.
Like those guys are good as long as you got a guy who can be consistent in the middle.
If you
But
can-
they're not good enough to back somebody
Yep.
else up and then also cover their own shit. Consistently.
right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, if they can get a running game, I think it makes Patrick Mahomes that much more lethal because they don't have to sit in coverage and make him have to make
I feel like they make
godly
him
throw.
pass a lot, but then as soon as they get a lead, especially in the second half, Reid just backs off and run.
Pretty
It's
much.
and everybody knows that's what Reid's going to do.
Yep.
If he would just do it more throughout the game,
Keep him more
or
open
just
until
keep
the
fucking
fourth
passing, man.
quarter.
You got one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
He just backs off a little bit. I don't know why.
Coaching
he's-
scared a little bit. I mean, we
I think he's
we
afraid to
chastised
hurt people's
Frost a little bit
feelings
too.
sometimes. To be honest
Yeah,
with
maybe.
you, he's got so many friends and coaches that have come from beneath him.
Yeah.
Just step on a throat, man.
Yeah.
Step on a fucking throat.
Yeah. You
Frost
can
has
get
been
three
chastised,
touchdowns up, and it's not
No,
Yeah,
it's never
you
safe
got
with
you got to
Reid.
maintain that foot on the throat mentality until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like that's when you start running the game to run it out. Don't do it like halfway through the third quarter when you're still trying to maintain a lead and win the game. You know,
Exactly.
Keep
You
coming
let
at
up,
them. You know, and
Team lets up.
Andy Reid just kind of wants to play the slow game at that point when he's got a comfortable lead, and then teams figure out what they can do against their defense, and then it becomes a shootout at that point, or they lose.
Yeah.
Apparently they figured it out this week because.
Seems like he never really puts the game away.
Russell Wilson just fumbled the snap.
And caught it, but then he paid the price because
I can't believe he got it. That was insane. He got it.
So what about these guys? Will the Seahawks go into the playoffs?
Oh yeah, they're probably well.
It wasn't
I don't
the
know.
snap.
Oh no, that
If
was
Trying to
we-
pull the ball back, fumbled
Yeah.
it.
If
handoff.
we the Niners can get him on the last game of the season,
Get his fucking hand up.
Oh, it depends on
Yeah.
the Niners.
yeah. Because right now, because
There's not a scenario where they both make it to the playoffs.
well, yeah, either one as wild cards.
card, yeah.
In fact, either team I think makes the playoffs. It's just a matter of do they win their division or do they get in on a wild card.
Okay.
And I think, well, shit, if the Rams can do the Niners solid here and get another blemish on their record, we can maintain what we're doing, and then we'll just win because we have a better record conference-wise.
Yeah.
We just have to beat them, though, at the end of the season. I mean, ifs, ands, or buts, that's the point right there. It's like, if you want to make it first round and get that bye, you got to beat Seattle at the end.
Do you like the Rams?
No, because I'm a Niners fan.
Oh yeah. Are they
But in reality,
rivals?
do you like the
Or
Rams?
rivals?
So the Seahawks, the Rams, and the
Unbiased.
Cardinals
What kind of question
are
is
all
that?
in my division.
Okay.
So you have those three teams that
Derek, do you like the Rams?
If they can win the night, then yeah,
No,
I think
he's
I
a
might
fucking
like them. But
Kansas
they've been
City
inconsistent, and they have
Chiefs fan.
offensive line problems, and I don't trust Jared Goff. They might sneak in.
Yeah. Chase, do you
I
like
don't
the
know.
Rams?
No, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't like their
How many
coach.
wild cards can you get out of the same division? It's
I don't
not
know.
that
I don't
often.
care.
Just
What's
to
that-
have
what's-
three teams out of one division.
What's their coach's name?
Pete Carroll.
McVay?
Lyman.
No, not Pete. I like Pete Carroll.
Oh,
Sean
Sean
McVay.
McVay.
Sean McVay.
Sorry,
I don't
wrong
like
team.
him.
Didn't he blow up the fucking Oklahoma City thing?
That was
That was
Timothy
his brother
McVay.
Timothy.
That was old Uncle Timothy.
That's why I don't like him.
Just doing the family a solid.
At least there's
Yeah.
one good
I gotta
quality
get my
of the
family
McVay
out of the-
family as
the bad.
the youngest coach in NFL history.
That doesn't mean he's a good coach.
It doesn't mean
He
he's a
brought him
good
to the Super
person.
Bowl last year. I don't think
Maybe
you
he
can
is,
argue that
maybe
he's
he
like
isn't.
a bad coach.
Whose butthole do you think he sucked?
But they
Oh,
have
man.
mortgaged their future for now. The Rams mortgaged their
Ooh,
future,
goddamn.
traded all these first-round picks. I don't think they have a first-round pick
Cooper
until
just got
2022.
destroyed.
How old's the 49ers coach?
Dude's
Shanahan's
like
like
fucking
35,
35 or
6.
30.
And how
He's the
old's
same
this
age as me, which
McVoy?
is stupid. Sean McVay is
Yeah,
33.
what are you doing with your life, man?
I know, right? It makes me reevaluate a lot of
33?
things when I
Jesus.
see that
mine.
Sean
Your
McVay
age.
at 32 was the first head coach
am I
for
doing with my
whatnot
life?
to do a bunch of shit, and I think he's 34 now.
Shit, dude, I'm about
Oh yeah,
to be
Shanahan's
34.
like
I ain't doing
37.
shit.
Wow.
So he's like my age, which is
So-
pretty crazy.
What year did he become a coach?
Who?
McVay.
This is the third year with the
This is
Rams as
third
a
or
head
fourth
coach.
year. Yeah,
So 30.
yeah. He got the job at 31, I believe.
Oh.
I think you're right on that. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
It's not too late.
I remember when he got the job at 31, I was like 35, reevaluating everything about me. I was like, really? 31-year-old's going to go ahead and take over a team of bunch of
He sucked
fucking
a butthole.
men. And, yeah, sucked a butthole.
Buttholes.
Bing.
All right. What was that about?
It's mine.
I know. It was loud.
Just made a weird sound.
It was loud.
Was it?
So what do you guys think is going to be making the NFL playoffs? What teams? Seeding?
NFC or AFC first?
Both. I'll start off with NFC. Do you think the Niners are going to win their division?
Yes.
I'm actually pretty confident that we get Seattle because it looks like the Rams are going to do us a favor and get them another blemish, and then I think we can take them.
If the Rams
at
win
home.
this game, do they
or
make
at
the
their
playoffs?
house. Huh?
If the Rams win this game, are they in the playoffs?
No,
No.
there's some extra work for the Rams to make it.
So
One,
if-
they've
yeah.
got to win more games. Two, we and Seattle have to lose more games.
Explain this to me. These two teams would win their divisions or whatever, and these two, and then you get one of the wild cards.
Correct.
Okay, so there's
Well,
there's 6 teams, 3 from each division.
I want to pick the Vikings. Correct?
What?
Huh?
Vikings?
Oh, well, the Vikings are probably going to win their division. So
this projection from NFL.com
I mean,
has
the Packers-
Niners as number 1.
the Packers are in the-
Ravens
in the
number
front
1
seat.
AFC.
the
49ers NFC.
Packers will win the North. I think the Niners win the West. Then you have the NFC South, which is obviously New Orleans and no one else's. That team's fucking super good. And then you have the NFC East, right? Which is Dallas. Dallas is the one that's winning that conference right now with a losing fucking record. So Dallas makes it in.
So Seahawks got to go to Dallas, who win on a losing record to go to the playoffs, but win their division. So they have a home field advantage on the Seahawks, who currently are 10-2.
Yeah. Well,
That's
they could
insane.
be 10-3
insane.
after tonight.
I think they would still lose regardless of home field advantage, but that's just crazy.
Yeah. The margin of error is slim right now in the NFC. That's for sure.
Who's not making it?
Who's not making it out of that list of what? Out of the Vikings, Seahawks, Cowboys, Saints.
The Titans might be sneaky and beat the Texans in.
Well,
Up
that's
here.
in the AFC. Are we
Yeah.
still in the NFC?
Yeah, I don't think any of these teams are shit.
I don't.
NFC's right in the hunt.
Yeah, there you go. Scroll down. The ones in the hunt. So, out of any of those three teams that are still in the hunt for the NFC, the Rams, Bears, or Eagles,
I would say Eagles.
I would probably like the Bears.
Really? The Bears
Yeah.
with Trubisky.
Well, shoot.
Eagles are shit
No.
this year, man.
Well, it's tough because if it's not the 49ers that get the wild card, it's the Seahawks. So there's your first wild card, and there's a second wild card, too, that comes into play.
There's two wild cards here.
So it'd probably be the Vikings,
I think Vikings are better than the Bears for sure. That's
Chase
why I would
said.
say the Eagles are most likely out of these three people that are in the hunt that aren't currently in. I can see the Eagles overtaking the Cowboys, maybe.
I think the ones that are listed there in the hunt don't make it.
How do
None
you
of
feel
them
about
do.
Jason Garrett as a coach?
I think he's
tried talking about that earlier, yeah.
overrated.
He should be fired.
I think Titans could get in.
He's
I
got a
think they
lot
could
of
sneak
tools
up on
in
the
his tool
Texans.
chest that he can't seem to figure out how to work properly.
But the Raiders or Browns aren't making it.
Fuck them
No,
Raiders.
Browns maybe.
That would
but
be
no.
cool for Mayfield.
Raiders no,
Just
Colts
to
no,
lose the
Broncos
first.
too late in the season. Sorry.
So who wins the AFC South?
I think the Texans
think
is the
you
better
want-
quarterback.
You want the Titans?
But I
you said?
would not be at all surprised if the Titans sneak in there. They're the team you don't want to play right now.
Yeah.
Did they win the day against the Raiders?
I think so. I'd
Let's
have
look
to
it up.
double check, but
I can click on this. They played Texans.
Texans. The Blight Texans.
I have Darren Waller from the Raiders.
I
So
wanted to get him on our fantasy league, and I think
I got him.
got way too expensive for me for him, so I think he was under a secret guy.
Yeah. So the Raiders lost.
The Chiefs
42
won
to
their
21.
division. They are officially home field advantage for any game they get. They're on pace for seed 3, but they have the advantage over the Patriots.
So that they should be up here, you're saying?
Patriots have been losing lately.
Or the Chiefs should
Thanks,
be up
Barnes,
here?
for kicking my ass
So the Chiefs are where they need to be
in one of these leagues.
in third, but I think if the Patriots are stumbling right now, if they lose again, the Patriots win or the Chiefs win out. The Chiefs will take on number 2, and they have maybe an outside shot against the Ravens because
True.
they also have the advantage against the Ravens this year. But I think the Ravens would basically have to lose out.
Didn't you say the Patriots have to play the Bills yet, too?
Yes, and the Bills
There's
are
definitely.
good. Bills should have won the last game.
Oh, cheers, mate. I didn't realize
Cheers.
you were videotaping, but I'm out of beers. But
Yeah, I'm
cheers.
all out of everything.
We're all out of beers. There's
It's fine.
have some screwball.
It's really good, but I'll have to pass.
Okay, you can have someone chases Dr. Pepper or water. There's water.
It's Coke.
Sure.
AFC North, and we already talked about, right? That's
No,
No.
AFC.
AFC North. So
Steelers,
yeah,
Browns,
is that wait?
Bengals.
That's the East or North?
I'd like to see the Browns get back in there.
I think they're the North.
Baker Mayfield could take the Browns to the Super
That's
Bowl.
crazy.
Take a big old dump out there.
That is crazy. OBJ is already talking about he wants to leave.
Yeah,
Does he?
stupid. I would not pick that guy up, dude. How much early in the season? I'll have to wear this watch. I'm getting paid so much from this place.
Right.
Are you more concerned
What?
about getting paid from something that has no affiliation with your football team, or
He's
do you
more
care
worried
more
about,
about
like-
fighting for your team?
Yeah.
He's made the point that he doesn't give a shit about his team.
Where was he wearing
He cares
the
more
watch?
about the money.
While playing.
While playing. And there's
No.
clear rules that you cannot wear watches
Yeah.
and shit. And he wore it for like 3-4 games or something to start the year. There was more...
Complaints? Was he getting fined right away?
Yeah. He was getting fined constantly. There was other apparel he was wearing that was also
They were probably
illegal.
paying his fines.
Oh, I'm sure whoever he was sponsoring, yeah.
Why would you wear a watch?
But
when
that's the
you're playing
stupid
football?
part, though. Is he was trying to make a case like, well,
Right.
that's stupid.
Especially
blah,
as a
blah,
wide
blah. It's
receiver
like,
where
dude, that's
you're
the
like,
rules, man.
you're trying to
You
catch
know what
shit.
they are.
Like,
Yeah.
why
You're
would you want
costing your
something on your
team
wrist
issues right
fucking
now.
with you?
Yeah.
Just checking the time.
Yeah. I want to find out what exact time is when I don't catch this pass.
He's more concerned about making money than he is about playing football.
Yeah. I'm going to guess he would like catch the ball and then like show his
He's
watch
good looking
off
dude.
in the
He's got
camera.
a crazy looking haircut. Like, oh, put me all over shit. I don't give a shit. Whatever. If you care
Or
about
when
us
he
making
gets
money,
shut down at the
good
line,
for
he
you.
can take a
You want to play
picture
some
of his
fucking football?
fucking
Then
watch.
maybe move over.
Do you think the watch ever broke?
Probs.
Wait, is it
'Cause
waterproof?
It's football.
Yeah, it would almost have to. They probably just give him a brand new one right after that. So
I'm
Or
sure he has
they-
like a bunch of them in his
Well,
locker.
my guess is he was
Yeah.
never throwing the ball, so it probably didn't break because he didn't have to like run into anyone.
But still, though, as a cornerback or something, wouldn't you just be like grabbing at his watch
Like
the
he's
whole
fucking
time?
Aqib Talib and fucking yanking chains off of people.
Oh
Michael
yeah,
Crabtree. You
I've
remember
seen
that shit?
Yeah.
Crabtree would come out with a chain all the time, and fucking Aqib
It happened,
Talib
like,
would run
twice,
up and like,
didn't it?
oh yeah, fucking rip it right off his neck. First play against each other, he'd be like, rip that shit. Like, get your fucking chain bullshit out of
Well,
here.
it is like you're not supposed to wear that stuff, right?
No, it's stupid. Like I get it, people want to look good, but I
Yeah.
think something like that just
Nobody can see it on TV.
Well, okay, so a gold chain is different than an actual like sponsored watch, probably.
Just don't wear the fucking watch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's the rules. If you're hurting the team, even if you're not affecting the game directly, you're being a distraction.
Wear an ankle watch or something.
If you want to make a point, maybe go about it a better
appear
way.
as though you're on house arrest.
Yeah, sure, most of them are.
So that was the last topic I think I have on here is
Yeah.
any rule changes you'd like to see with
They need to do something with the referees.
any
in
college
the NFL.
or pro.
Yeah, they should probably stop the old challenging pass interference plays.
Well,
You don't
and
like
it's not that
that?
it was a bad idea, but they don't enforce it. Like, what you see live,
What's
they
the
don't
ratio
care.
it's
It's-
going at? It's working.
They've
It's
partly
basically,
been reversed.
unless
I
it's
think
like
I've counted
horribly,
maybe two.
horribly egregious, and we've even seen examples of horribly, horribly egregious,
Yeah.
and they might overturn it. Maybe. This is the most blatant thing you can think of. They might overturn it. And that's been basically it. So it's kind of, what's the hell is the point of the rule? You're going to call it tighter in the playoffs? Then why wouldn't you let coaches have an opportunity to learn how you're going to call it in the regular season? It was put in place for a reason. And if you're not going to honor that reason, then what the fuck?
So are you prepared to just give it to the booth at all times?
I think there's a
I-
certain thing to respect for pace of game. And there's something that needs to change. That's at least what most I can say. Something needs to be different.
That's the option. You give it to the booth, and I bet the booth, you give them 10 seconds, they can have a decision if that was PI or not.
I would agree with that. I think
With
they
all the
perfectly
cameras they have.
the capability of having like a couple in booth referees
And cameras
that
on
like,
them.
just read stuff immediately as soon as the play's done. They're just going back and looking.
Cameras on
and if
them.
something's
That's
called
what
on the
soccer
field,
has overseas.
I don't
They've got
think
a
they should be able
fourth
to call
official.
stuff
In
from
FIFA?
where they're at, but maybe overturn calls.
So you've got the three officials on the field,
The
two
World Cup.
sidelines, and then your center ref. There's a fourth guy that's on a TV and a headset, and so all the refs have a headset. And anytime something comes up during gameplay that wasn't like addressed, that fourth official will review it and then radio down to the referee to say, hey, you might want to take a look at this and maybe change your call.
Yeah.
So
Well,
something like that has changed, like how balls into the
I would
18,
just make sure the booth calls
Get
it
in there.
every time.
I got a question
Don't
for you
even let
guys.
the referees call it. What?
Well, you still want on-field guys doing their thing, but
Well, yeah, you still have them out there.
I feel like if you put the fourth official up there, and they kind of do already have that, where there's someone up in
it's
there
already there
watching it. Like that just needs to keep getting better, and maybe
they need to
game will
stop
change,
more
but
plays.
They really should stop like challenging pass interference plays because it's just all subjective. You know, it's whatever the referee.
They don't want to overturn calls and admit that it was a bad call.
Yes and no, they have, but I
but
mean,
not very much at all.
They've added.
So it's not working.
Oftentimes, like they've added penalties.
Not at all.
Like they'll review something and be like, "Oh, that was."
It'll be
Facemask."
egregious.
They'll say, "Hey,
no.
there was this penalty on the play. 15 yards is placed at this, and please reset the game clock to such and such time. It'll be second and whatnot." You know.
But the new rule though was the pass interference stuff.
Yeah, that's one's been pretty bullshit.
Even snotty.
You're getting kind of snotty over there.
Sorry, I took a big hit.
Did you know?
Just not taken care of.
Cha!
Cha, bro.
Cha.
Okay, so how do you feel about what you remember what your rule change was?
Oh, I don't like the fair catch on the kickoffs.
Oh yeah, where you can get
stupid.
at the 25 as long as it's inside the 25, you can just wave. And
I think that's stupid.
I feel like if they want to make the kickoff safe, just don't even kick off. Just give it to them at the 25.
No, you still want the kickoff because it's part of the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's an opportunity to value special teams, which is a third of the game.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but run it back or don't catch it.
Yeah.
Exactly, but there's an argument to be made though that there's no kickoff. You just get it at the 25.
No, that's
No,
stupid.
it was pretty sound. Yeah, Chase had a point. Like I don't know, return it or don't. Like
Exactly.
But if it's at the
That's
5
the part of
yard
the game,
line,
you take it away.
if it's at the 5 yard line, if you're catching at the 10 yard line, 15 yard line, fucking just go. Make a juke, cut left or cut right, depending on which corner they kicked it in.
I like the idea
figure it
of not being able to run. You know, your 5 yards or whatever. It did fuck up offense or offside or
You got it.
onside kicks.
Yeah.
But I like.
Not being able to run like a full 10 yards up on the kick.
I thought they were just had 5 yards or something.
They've made it. It still works. Like teams can still recover their own onsides. I've saw plenty of those this year where people have still, like one time you just straight up like remember the Titans or no, not remember Titans. It was fucking
Radio.
No, Waterboy, where he's like, "There's my bitch," and he kicks the ball right at the dude and fumbles it. Like,
do you have any rule changes?
Rule changes?
There's rule changes every year, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I had a question though about the refereeing. So there's an argument that basically we should be able to review a bunch of shit. You know, opening up more reviews to get stuff correct.
Holding and everything.
But we've also seen this year with the pass interference shit or just being able to challenge passes more often in general, that stuff that looks blatant, they're not overturning at a high clip at all. By no means. What if you had something where the referees had some sort of booth where they had a minimum of time? I think there is a minimum of time now, but it's like quite a bit of time, but they really minimize you get 30 seconds, 45 seconds.
They more talk about trying to, get to a mark as opposed to straight up having a limit.
Yeah, if you do not have a response, then whatever's on the field stands.
Yeah.
If you have an override, then call it.
Yeah, because it's basically ask them
hey,
have it figured out by this amount of time. They don't actually.
It could be longer during certain calls where I want to challenge something, then take 2 minutes or whatever.
But you want it to be the ump on the field.
Well, I guess from my point of view right now is the way the rules have been going and they're getting more and more referee involvement. If you want to do it right, everybody wants to say, if you want it right, review it. But the counter argument, though, is it takes more time. So what if there was a time limit on certain plays versus hey, in this situation, you get 30 seconds to decide what the ruling on the field is. If you can't have a decision or you agree with, then it sticks with.
Yeah.
But if you overturn it, then that's it. You overturn it.
Does the time it take to figure out where the ball is and time include in that or not?
Well, once you make a ruling, then they have to put the ball where it needs to be. So you have to wait for the ruling regardless. But
okay, well, yeah, but okay,
there's a way to force it to be faster. If you want to be accurate, then you got to have some give. And
that's why I think the ref in the booth.
There's flow to the game. You can't ruin that.
That's already reviewing every play.
Not every play. I don't know what the situations would be, but it's
an extra 2 probably 3 refs because maybe then they could come to a consensus really fast.
Cha.
3 refs in a booth, fucking
Yeah.
looking at every play. And when they're called upon, they have
Right.
they
Yeah,
have a
exactly.
rating.
Looking at every play,
Totally.
if they're called upon, then
Sound like a
make a
Ninja
ruling.
Turtle.
But I think they could also
Pretty
call
much, man.
call down, and be like, "Yep, nope, you missed that."
Sound
yeah.
like a big
Yeah, no, that's the
choo-choo
point,
train.
though. Yeah, if they can call down and make it fast enough, I think that's the key. Anytime you're going to have something where people are making rules outside of the game, like ruling on plays not within the flow of the game, it needs to be quick.
And if there was 3 of them in the booth trying
If you
to
can make it fast enough, good.
You have to give them at least 20 seconds, probably, or something, to come into a consensus really fast. So, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, I would say if there's something they want to rule on it, like and it takes time, don't say anything. You know, if everything's fine. Yeah, we agree? I don't need to say anything. But like, hey, we want to look at this. Then say something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah.
This is going to be like, ruled after every
But
fucking
then
play.
I just feel like that would extend the game so much longer.
You only
Oh,
have
yeah.
so much time. But they didn't even, you wouldn't even know as far as the viewership. Maybe they say, hey, we want to look at something. You get 20 seconds. You know? They're already putting the ball where it needs to be at. And then unless they come back and say in that 20 seconds, like, hey, we think we got something here.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the GPS in the ball?
What? Why is there a GPS?
I think
in the
that's
ball?
good for breaking
this is
scoring
my
plays,
idea.
first
Are they going
downs
to
and
lose
stuff.
it? They're going to lose the ball.
No, you know exactly where the ball needs to go. There's no more chains.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Oh.
There's a sensor in the ball, and there's a sensor like
On the
around the perimeter,
Markers?
like just around the perimeter of the field that will know how far it is every inch, and then on the end zone too.
Crazy.
The crazy part, though, about that, what about this, though? What if you
That's
break the
high-tech right
plane
there.
of the first down, and technically the sensor goes off and says, oh, he's got a first down.
Mm-hmm.
But then, as the playmaker, you run backwards. Nobody forced you backwards. You went backwards and got tackled behind the first down marker. How's the sensor going to know?
Forward progression.
But you chose to run backwards. You don't get forward progression if you run behind where you need
Well,
to
and
be.
they could probably overwrite it. There's still someone manually controlling that.
Well, that just
GPS.
opens a possibility, though, for people being too reliant upon.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So I don't know. It's just I feel like it needs to happen. I think that would speed up the game.
I don't want the game to speed up.
It's slow.
That means I have to go home early
yeah.
from the bar.
I mean, the game needs to take as long as it takes, but
Carson, getting
I
new
don't know.
points.
It slows
It,
down.
it doesn't need to go past 3 hours. That shit just gets to be kind of bananas.
Yeah, especially when it's not overtime and it's like 3 hours. Oh, there's 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You know?
Yeah.
That's like an hour right there.
Yeah, exactly. Especially the end of the game.
I mean, and contrary to that point, you asked me earlier what rule I'd like changed. That's the overtime rule. Like I don't
Oh,
like
yeah.
I don't like the NFL's version of it. I
Yeah.
do like the college football's version of
I
it.
would agree
it
with
doesn't
that.
it neither takes long. You know what I mean? I just like the feel of the college one because you're still both sides get, and they've done it better NFL still. You get a chance if they kick a field goal. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm like, no, like you know,
I had this idea for overtime instead. It's more of like a soccer shootout.
like World Cup.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just
you
kidding.
get
Like
three
shootout.
plays, 3 like 2-point plays at the 2-yard line or whatever.
Okay.
They're each 6 points, whatever. It doesn't matter. And then the other team gets three 2-point yard plays.
That'd be kind of weird but cool. Yeah.
Interesting,
I
different.
mean, yeah, it's like a penalty shootout kind of thing.
Yeah, you know,
Off the
and
2-yard line?
2-yard line, 3 plays. Not like
You get a touchdown every time.
you get a touchdown every time. Yeah, and you still get to
Which
run
is
3
similar
plays.
to kind of what the college rule is. It's not exactly to that, but it's
No,
essentially
it's-
is like you get the ball at the 35
Yeah.
and go figure it out. Like either get a touchdown or a field goal.
But
you
that
know?
the thing about that too is there is no time limit. It can
But-
go on for a while, and that's the
It
thing. Overtime.
can. Well,
Not very
especially-
often, though.
No,
Yeah,
but
it
there.
hasn't done
How
it
many
often.
fucking triple overtimes have there been in college football?
There was
A
a big
lot.
Boise State
Wow.
one against, was it Oklahoma?
well, yeah,
Like,
in
what,
a
10,
orange,
15 years
in
ago?
an Orange Bowl a long time ago. But yeah, you're right.
No, there was one
has been-
recently. There was
yeah,
one
there
not
has
that
been
long
some
ago.
triple overtimes where
Yeah, and
it
that's-
just
and
kind of goes.
when people
and that's
get
what the
hurt-
yeah, and that's what the NFL is trying to avoid.
And I get that.
Get that.
But you definitely got to
But
give them the other chance.
I like the feel and look of what the college game does for overtime. I understand though that it's player safety. That's what you're looking after, but I'm thinking of it as a fan. Like, what do I want to see? So
Yeah, true.
that would be what I'd change for sure.
All right. So
Yeah.
what? Just giving the other team a chance.
No, I would change the NFL model to the college model.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd probably shorten the duration of it so it's not so crazy.
Go for 2 automatically or not?
Yes, absolutely.
Every
You have to go for
overtime.
2. Yeah, if you score a touchdown, you have to go for 2.
Because
Yeah,
I think
that's a good
that's
idea.
I think that's at the third one.
Yep, absolutely.
That should be in college too. I would support that.
No field goal, no point afters. You got to go for 2, and if you don't, well, too bad, son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't get it. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
I think when they're down, they should be down too, instead of catching the ball and
Dude,
falling.
No, I
and
like
getting
that.
I
up
let
and
me able to
running.
get up.
I like that.
You don't touch me
That's
down.
dumb.
You didn't tackle me.
You're
Yeah.
down.
No, because you can like
You
just
gotta tackle me down.
you can dive for a ball and like be no one around you, but you got that catch. You know.
I think it's unsafe.
Oh yeah,
not,
whatever.
though.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well, no one's gonna agree with
Being a
Nick
tardo.
on that. Go ahead and call Chase's phone number, Trash Talk listeners, and tell him what an idiot he is.
yeah, I'll
for
get yelled
that.
at for that. Really? Huh? You want us to fall down and not? Yeah.
Not be able to get back up and run.
Fowler's having himself a first half.
What's going on with this game?
Oh man,
Where's Seattle at?
I think the
Seattle
Rams
is-
are gonna win.
dude, the Rams D
Are they in the playoffs
been,
now?
Been making it difficult. Who?
If the Rams win this game, are they gonna get in the playoffs?
No, because they're still gonna lose to us. We still got game number 2 against them.
They might be figuring some shit out on offense. They've been kind of like flickering a little bit.
Dude, we've got them, man.
I hope
There's
so.
not many teams that
I
can
would
beat
say
us,
so.
and it's the teams that have beat us are the teams that can beat us. I don't think anyone in the AFC outside of Baltimore can.
So
beat
you're
us.
gonna win out? You're saying?
Yeah.
All the way to the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Who are you gonna beat in the Super Bowl?
Baltimore.
Chiefs.
No, the Chiefs get bounced by
Yeah,
Baltimore.
Chiefs.
I
Maybe
think
They
the
already
Chiefs-
beat Baltimore
second
pretty
round.
soundly.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was back before they kind of had their shit together. Because they haven't since then. They haven't lost.
Oh, I'm
since.
sorry. The Chiefs rocked their world, and then they started winning again.
Well, they figured out what not to do thanks to you guys, and then pretty much dominated from then on out.
They kept. I would say they kept Lamar Jackson like contained pretty well. He didn't break out for a lot of big runs. He ran,
Yeah,
but he didn't run any big ones.
I don't think
They just
that
kept him contained, and they forced him on third downs to make a first down. And
their defense has
their
played a lot
Chiefs
better.
secondary is
since-
pretty good.
Yeah.
You're more
They're
worried
playing
about.
real
Are you
well.
more worried about the Ravens and the Patriots?
Yeah, I would say so.
Huh.
Definitely.
Especially since you just beat them.
He didn't just beat the Patriots; he beat the shit out of the Patriots. It was like 37-24 or something like that, or 21. Like
It was close.
Baltimore beat the
No.
shit out of them.
Oh, the
And then-
Baltimore did.
Yeah, and
I was talking
then
about the Chiefs one.
The Chiefs, yeah,
Just barely
They-
pulled
Reid
it out.
got in their
Yeah.
fucking way. That guy just gets so conservative. Oh, you got to lead in the second half. Better
Not that I believe in transitive properties, but I don't.
if they do not win a Super Bowl while Reid and Mahomes are together, it's Reid's fault because Reid he just I don't know why, but the second he gets like a 2 touchdown lead or 2 score lead, immediately
Right.
he's just like, all right, run up the gut, all right, pass outside, run up the gut, pass outside, all right, just punt.
Playing it safe,
much,
man.
man.
Playing it safe.
Yeah, exactly. He needs to get more
Playing,
aggressive.
coaching to lose, coaching not to lose.
And
you
the
know, as
way
opposed to
people are getting
coaching to
more and
win.
more aggressive now and actually playing the math numbers,
Yeah,
he's getting lapped on that stuff.
yeah.
You sure you guys don't want to the screwball?
I'm thirsty.
I will probably have one more before we wrap up.
All right.
That's for sure.
I was about to ask. It's kind of like last call. Who has something to trash talk?
Counts ball for Omaha,
Patriots suck,
We don't have
and
or just football?
Tom Brady can suck my Kansas City nutsack.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You got a little beer in there.
Take
That's
that.
gonna taste nice.
Yeah,
Oh, this is the end of my bottle. Is
Samuel Screwball.
that enough for you?
that's fine. That'll do.
That'll do, donkey.
That'll do, donkey.
Hey Chase, can you get a picture of us with our shots?
Dirty.
Turkey.
Durga-dee-dee.
Want a picture
Yeah, something.
or a picture of shots?
Yeah, why not?
The picture of the glasses, please.
Cheers, mates.
Go Chiefs.
I don't need to be in the picture. Well, maybe.
Niner faithful, go.
We can get in the
Go
picture.
Niners.
Get the shots up. Oh,
Here we go.
Got him up. Cheers, mates. I
yeah.
keep saying that.
Cheers. Cha, brah.
Cha.
Cha.
Cha. Cha, dude.
Cha, brah. All right. Cha. Football talk. Trash talk. That's probably the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
Jaw talk.
Cha talk.
Cha. How do you spell it exactly?
CHYEA. Cha.
I thought it was CHA.
Chya.
EA.
EA. Chyea.
Chia.
Chyea.
Bruh.
Bruh. Chyea.
I mean, I know he's from Cartersville, Georgia, but like, still, come on, dude looks like he flew in from Southern California for
probably
a season
so far
in
out
Georgia.
thought there, man.
Sick
Fucking
waves down there.
Surfboard when it fit on the plane.
Right, fucking airborne shit. Y'all
Still
seen
winning a
that movie?
national championship.
No, it's not.
No, he's
All
not.
right. But anything else though? Who has a topic to trash? Last chance.
One of these days, I'll
Your
have to come on
family
here and talk
during
shit about the music scene in
Thanksgiving.
town, but I'm not going to do that tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have?
That's a half show. That's a half show right there.
Do you want to, plug your?
Look at that man, George Kittle, just running
yeah.
through three dudes.
He's a turd.
Fight. Yeah, a turd that wins games.
0 seconds.
Anyway,
Turd.
we just witnessed the highlights of San Francisco beating the Saints. It was beautiful.
It was a
Thank
good
you.
game. It's probably the best game of the day, honestly.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
of the
hands
year.
down. That's 2 for 2 the Niners have been a part of, like the best games of the day. Last week it was a fucking Ravens game.
oh yeah, that one was also during the day, huh?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was fucking dope. It
That
was
was
so rainy though. Like that's why I think like Ravens can't stand up to us when it's nice and sunny out. That past game, just smoke them.
Anybody
Any
got some
who's?
Thanksgiving Day gripes? Trash
Oh,
talking?
No,
Yeah.
You had some runny potatoes, dried out turkey.
dude, I had some weird
Uncle
beers.
was going fucking nuts.
I didn't trash talk anything, but
Oh,
I did
2
have
hours
some
late.
cool things from Omaha that like this. You guys been to the Brewery Vice Major? I don't know. If
I have not actually.
They actually did seasonal beers. They had a stuffing ale, a cranberry sauce sour, and a pecan pie porter.
Wow.
Sounds pretty damn
You
fun.
get like a little float of
The
that or
stuffing
whatever?
ale was actually the winner.
shit.
Like it was
Everybody loves stuffing.
everyone that had it.
Did
Yeah,
you have it?
But yeah,
How was it?
it was super good. Like
Did
just
it remind you of
the
stuffing?
sage in it.
Stuffing?
Like, yeah,
The
stuffing.
sage, yes.
I thought it would be my
Sage?
least favorite,
Yeah.
and then I had it, and it's just it was such a smooth,
Good
tasty
balance.
beer, very balanced. Yeah,
Huh.
Sage is
sour.
powerful.
Where was it from? Do you remember?
Not a
Vice
sour fan.
Major.
That was their brand.
Viz
their
Major,
beer.
I don't
Okay,
know
that's
that
right.
place. They're known for their sours.
Their beers are quality, and so for Thanksgiving I bought like
Crowlers?
one Crowlers, 32 ounce can of each beer, and then brought it to Thanksgiving. And
Nice.
yeah, so the pecan pie porter was really good.
Ooh,
Like
that'd
that
be good.
shit's super smooth. That was definitely the number 2. The sour was probably the least good one, but it was, I mean, crisp tart. Didn't like stick in the back of your cheeks for 10 minutes after you know. There's some sours, man, where you take a drink, you're like, nah, man, my cheeks fucking hurt when I drink that. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I don't like
That's
sour.
why
This
girls like it,
This
though.
one was like almost like a cider, but it was definitely a sour. Like, you know, it had that beefiness.
Sour.
You know, like sours are usually a pretty heavy beer, and it was like 7%, so 7.2. So she was a beast.
Nice.
Got super toasty that day.
I'm sure.
Lovely.
I made sure to drink more than eat this year.
I ate
Good
way
game
too
plan.
much.
Yeah, I ate twice
Every
this
year, it's like,
It's
oh
good.
man, I ate too much. Oh man,
I
ate
did
too
not
much.
eat at Friendsgiving.
This year
Did
I
you eat at
had-
Food
Friendsgiving?
just
Yeah, I
lays around.
ate at
Yeah.
Friendsgiving.
I just had one helping, and I was like, "Show me the whiskey, and let's drink these beers, bitches." And so that's pretty much.
We
what
did have a
did
really
this
nice Friendsgiving. Where were you at?
year. Nice,
Well, you didn't make it to Friendsgiving.
huh?
You didn't come to Friendsgiving?
Ryan was on.
I don't wasn't.
list.
I wasn't on the list.
Oh, man.
It's
I
cool.
got on the list?
Yeah, it's cool, man. I mean, there's probably already a bunch of people on it anyway. So.
Yeah, it was a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a shit show.
I didn't get invited either. So.
Yeah,
I
you
feel you,
did.
dude.
I know. I didn't want to go.
He's like, I just didn't want to go. But no, it's cool.
Yeah. How was your Thanksgiving, Chase?
Good.
Did you say you had a story to say about it, though?
Well,
Did someone touch you incorrectly? Like, can we point to
Yeah,
the doll?
my
and you
uncle
just
did.
tell us where.
my uncle
Made him
did.
gobble.
Again.
Dennis?
Uncle Dennis. God damn it.
Yeah, Dennis was there. Actually,
Was he?
he tried to get me outside to go in the car, and I went out there with him, and he's like, "Here, let's smoke some weed." I'm like, "Dude, I got family inside. I can't be all fucking."
Yeah.
Smash.
Sure it was
Stoned.
weed or PCP?
I don't know what the fuck it was. Something.
All right. Cool.
Smoke some weed, man.
Weed at Thanksgiving.
No way. Like
Smoke
being
a bird,
around
smell
family
the
high.
weed.
Yeah, couldn't imagine.
Yeah. Not fun.
Well, my kids were there. I was like, "Fuck that! I can't be all fucking high."
Yeah.
Right.
Was this in Grand Island?
No, I was here.
Oh,
My
here,
sister's
well,
place.
this- Okay. Nice.
Right on.
Fun. Was there turkey?
There's turkey and ham.
Of course, it's turkey.
And soup. They had taco
I don't
soup.
know, man. Some people don't eat turkey on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, actually,
Kinda
I heard
weird.
a lot of that this year. A lot of my friends ended up either like just doing the sides, like they were just like fuck turkey altogether, or fuck protein altogether. They're like no
What?
turkey. And then some people like did a ham instead,
was like-
which my family's actually done a ham.
My family
somewhere.
always
Yeah, we
has
always have ham.
We always have ham and turkey.
Or there's a ham and turkey, exactly.
We always prefer ham, but we always make a turkey because it's traditional.
What about for Christmas?
But I love keeping that
Ham.
leftover turkey though, making like
Christmas
pot pies
ham,
and
man.
stuff at home.
A honey glazed Christmas ham.
Yeah.
That's usually what we got.
With my family.
I like the pineapple and cherries.
My
one.
mom loves ribs for Christmas. It's her favorite.
We're actually catering Hy-Vee this year, so that should be interesting.
Nice.
For Christmas?
Yeah. My
Everybody-
grandparents are usually the ones that cook, but my grandpa's getting up there in age, and no one wants to saddle up and try to deep fry a turkey
Yeah.
and make everything else. So we're just like, let's cater it in this year. Let's phone it in.
Yeah.
Get some. I shouldn't say that because it's not like I'm in there fucking elbow greasing it,
No shit.
getting the food together.
Just eating
Like,
it.
yeah, you don't want me in there making food, not unless you want to order takeout.
Yeah.
I can cook, but for grand scale shit, nah, I'm gonna pass.
I love cooking. Wish I had a bigger kitchen.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Jenny has a
Well,
big kitchen.
yeah, my kitchen's giant.
It's quaint.
That's why you don't see me cooking Thanksgiving
It's
dinner
quaint.
over here.
You don't have the family over here to,
No.
join in on the
You pretty much have to
festivities?
kick people
Only
out of the
for
kitchen.
podcasts.
If you're trying to
Jesus.
cook in there, you have to have everyone out.
You mean this table doesn't have a leaf that makes it like 8 feet long instead?
No, it's just 5
Yeah,
foot
it does.
down.
It's underneath.
It's got one of those cranks where
Right.
it like all just
There
comes
you go.
apart and a whole nother table
Right?
transforms.
Turns into a
it.
round big table.
Cha, brah.
Cha.
Cha.
Well, Ryan, thanks for joining
Yeah.
us.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. I do want to say thanks to my wife for letting me come and do this tonight.
Hell yeah, wife.
Hell yeah! Wow,
She's
See
the
the wife?
real MVP.
Yeah.
And
Ryan
then,
not getting wife.
and then don't forget, my band Sovereignty's playing a concert. It's Wreck the Halls. It's I don't know if this will come out by then, but it's this Friday the 13th.
What's this Friday?
I'm gonna try and get this done tomorrow.
You can do
We should
Toys
go.
for Tots. I mean, it's a Toys for
I don't
Tots
even
thing,
think
so
about-
you
so
can
show
either
with toys.
pay $10 or bring a toy or two.
Where's it at?
Lookout Lounge.
Nice.
I'm gonna
And
look out in a
then
while.
basically everyone's doing covers. So like I told
Who-
you, my
well-
band is doing covers of Lamb of God.
Yeah.
a full set, 10 songs ish or something like that. And then this band, another band called Before I Burn. They're gonna do a bunch of different covers. They'll usually do local band covers. So like they'll grab from Criteria.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And Grasshopper Takeover, or like some of those old school like early 2000s bands.
Who else is playing at it?
It's 2 nights actually. It's Friday and Saturday, and I don't give a shit about the other bands on Friday, Saturday, so I'm not even going to talk about them. But
Okay.
except
Go
for Zip
Friday
Tie
night.
and I mean you should go both nights, but I'm not going to talk about the other bands.
It's not a pay $20 to get in both nights.
No, yeah, basically it is, or bring a toy. So go to like
Twice.
go to Big Lots or the Dollar Tree and get yourself like a $2
You got a
toy,
teddy bear right there.
I do got a teddy bear.
and then
That's my teddy bear
Nah.
though.
Bring it.
Oh, I'm attached to it.
Just bring it and don't
All
give
right.
it to
So, are there any other covers you didn't want to tell us about?
no
him.
last year
we bring a dildo.
bring a
That's a
dildo.
toy.
There's a toy. Yeah, maybe a dildo will work out. It's for the kids. It's
for the kids'
It's for
mom.
the
If
adolescents.
you put like a little doll, like or a little hair on it,
Oh,
you might not
Jesus.
even look at it.
Yeah, it's a teddy bear.
Wow. Just a teddy bear with a
No,
huge
it's
Furry
wig.
dildo.
Like a
with teddy
wig.
bear.
Like they're like, oh yeah, it's just a pink Barbie, and they don't look at it or something.
You gotta hold it.
It's pretty floppy.
Why is it
Well,
vibrating?
I'm thinking it's
Man,
boxed up.
That
hopefully.
Ken looks a little weird.
Where's Ken's face at?
Yeah. You can't
Dick.
see it
Drawn
behind
on
that giant
Sharpie.
testicle sack right there. But yeah, I just wanted to sneak that in there. If
No,
it's good. I'm
if
glad.
if you guys,
Gotta plug things like
it's
that.
it's pretty cool. Like I said, it's more for the kids because there's toys out there, but you get to hear some
Are there
covers.
gonna be
and
kids there?
sadly, no, but it's for the kids. We
Yeah.
we get toys and they're donated. and
I'll bring
stuff
some
like
toys.
that, so
We should go check
You're
it
gonna
out.
take your kids' toys?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll steal a couple.
Normally, we play songs people know, like general public. I don't know if you guys are Lamb of God fans or not, but like last year, we played like some Queen.
Nice.
Or no, we did a Perfect Circle, Incubus a couple times, and a couple like early 2000s songs. Like we did a bunch of whole set like that.
Nice.
And then the year before that, my first year with the band, we did just a bunch of 70s and 80s metal covers. So like
some Sabbath,
Judas
or
Priest,
80s,
Queen, Molly Hatchet.
Oh, nice.
Rush.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, we did a bunch of stuff.
So what's your theme this year?
This year is we're just covering the band
The
Lamb
locals.
of God.
Yeah.
No, Lamb
Well,
of God.
that's right.
Lamb of
Okay.
God's not local.
All Lamb of God, though.
Yeah, so it's a full set
Okay.
of 10 songs of Lamb of God tracks.
Wow.
We might even parlay this into being a tribute band too, depending on how tonight goes. So
Or Friday.
or Friday goes, yeah, because I don't know if you guys know, but the new fucking thing is tribute acts. Like Omaha has been getting a lot of
pretty
tribute acts
big.
from the 500-mile radius, like Deftones and
Did you
Tool
go?
and
Did you go to Alice in Chains?
Alice in Chains. There's Bad
I didn't.
Motorfinger.
You didn't?
Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, I love
Foo
Rage.
Fighters.
Yeah.
There's a
There's a
Deftones
Zeppelin
one
one.
from Des Moines that's
Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah, man. So
They
we're thinking
sell out.
we're thinking of jumping in and doing Lamb of God because no one's doing that yet. So
There you go.
And
Be
here's-
the first.
that is that.
Well, you heard it here first, Trash Talk listeners.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. This is always fucking fun.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming on.
Gentlemen.
This is great football talk.
Yeah.
Anxious to see how both of your teams are going to lose and not make it to the Super Bowl.
Well, I look forward to talking about it next time you guys have me on. We can talk.
We're
about
definitely
it.
going to do like an end of football. Probably wait till the Super Bowl, I guess, though. I might want to talk about college football after all the, New Year's games. So,
There's a
We shall
good
see.
in between week.
yeah, we got some time.
Cover both.
There's plenty of time. All right, well,
God bless.
thanks, Derek, for coming on.
Chia.
It's good.
Jabra.
Yeah,
Ciao.
Make sure the word of the day gets in there before we sign off.
Chia.
yeah, definitely. Chaw out. Fuck you, Chase.
Ciao, bruh.